Trying to beat like cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting staple baloney push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers got a never date. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, mid-30 with some kid shit. Damn, they like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death, death, death. What's happening, man? What is happening with my peoples? That's right. I said my peoples. Hold on 1 second. So I ain't even gotta hold on. I figured out something. Y'all my people, so I gotta be transparent, man. The way YouTube did me, right? They tell you every 30 days you can apply for remonetization, right? So in the fine print, they make you go, read that shit so you can try to fix your channel. But one of the things that they call a violation of YouTube guidelines is smoking or the consumption of substance. That means that you're going to be able to have limited channels, but you're not going to be able to get monetized to get your foot back in the door until you abide by their rules. So they want me to it said you can't even talk about the sale or anything like that, which I probably figured that, but you can't conduct no type of business like that either. So they're coming through my videos right now, trying to find reasons to keep me from getting monetized. So this is what we're gonna do. How do I do that? Let's see. Bam. That's how we do that. So until we figure this shit out, I'm gonna be sometimes avatar, sometimes not. Y'all gonna hear me smoking, but you're not gonna see me smoking. I think that's the only way. For now, till I see what the hell they got going on. We messed that off. Hey, best believe I'm rolling a split Dugan right now before I get into 4th of July. The thing about 4th of July, y'all that been here know that's my favorite. This is my favorite holiday. Hands down. Hands down. And every year I get to tell y'all why. Maybe I could hit the blunt. I could hold the blunt with the prison tuck. The prison tuck. That's where you hit it, motherfucker, and hide it with your hand. Maybe if they don't see it on the camera, I do the prison tuck. Smoke know about the prison tuck. You don't want the tower to see you blowing, so you kind of like tuck it, keep walking. Hit that motherfucker, keep walking. Hold on. I'm going to turn the camera on. Smoke, you still there? What's up, Skyler? Where? Hold on. See, normally y'all can see me. Normally y'all can see me fighting with the blunt. Y'all saying something's different. Something's different. Dirk got on glasses. But that's the kind of day that I'm having. Hey, is that fan too loud? Can y'all hear that shit? Is that fan hella loud? Is it too loud for y'all to hear me? Debo, what's up, man? See, this is that couple we was talking about. Smoke. Remember bailing around the yard? You already know we got towers above us, so we like this. All right. Hold on. Let me get my shit right before I go into this. Because some of y'all haven't heard this story and what it means to me. And if y'all do not want to go on the ride, jump off now. But y'all about to know what 4th of July means to me. And like the only way I could do it is if I had glasses on. The eyes the mirror to the soul, man. The eyes is the mirror to the soul. So if you hide in your eyes, you blocking the soul. So with this story, I'm trying to bring the soul out. But I don't want y'all to see like how deep it is. All right. So let's go into it. What 4th of July means to me. And I'm going to do it in 3 parts as fast as I can. If y'all got something to smoke, fire that shit up. You got something to drink, pull that shit up. Because I'm going to take y'all on a ride. That part. All right. Because I'm going to take y'all on a ride. I'm going to show y'all how innocence can transcend to adulthood. Hey, Enzo, just in case I forget, innocence transcend to adulthood. In case I forget, remind me. All right. So what does 4th of July mean to me? As a teenager, first. So before 1995, I literally only had one memory of 4th of July that I could remember and that I held on to. As a teenager, one memory, And it's a memory me and my sister share, man. Hey, so anyhow, let's get to it. So I'm living in Oak Park, 3rd Ave, with my mom, of course, because I'm a little kid. And the neighbors was lighting that shit up. They had hella fireworks. They had endless fireworks. You ever been around people got endless fireworks? They just booming shit. So I guess they overlooked this one particular stick. They didn't light it. They thought they did. Somehow, my little sister acquired this stick, this unlit stick. Remember, we in Oak Park. This motherfucker just asked me if I wanted to sell my bike. And when I said, yeah, I'll sell it. Well, let me go ask my mom first. She said, let me test ride it. And this OG ass nigga rolled off on my bike. Never to be seen again. Nigga. Anyhow, so we go around the corner, right? Because we just been riding around, me and my little sister on bikes looking at other people's fireworks. We ain't had no money that year. You know, it was kind of bad. So next thing you know, we go around the corner. So some of you, if you from Oak Park and you watching this, do you know we went right around the corner to the green store. Oak Park people know they got a green. They used to have a green store and a red store. I don't know what they got now, but I know the green store got tore down. But there were some Asians that stayed right next to the green store. They obviously was lighting fireworks too, right? But me personally, me and my sister got this stick and no lighter, and we don't know what the fuck it does. We don't know. All we know is light, boom. So next thing you know, we go to the Asians. Hey, like this one. We put it in the middle of the street, right? Lit that motherfucking. Nobody knew what it was about to do. Now, looking back, I know what it is. But as an 11-year-old kid, I didn't know what it was. Man, we lit that motherfucking thing, and that motherfucker, boom, boom, red, boom, green, boom, yellow. It was enough. It was shocking enough that the Asians that lit the fireworks got behind the car. Got behind the car. Fast forward, looking back, yeah, that was a hell of a Roman candle. That was a hell of a Roman candle. That was 11 years old. But from 11 to 15, 1995, I have no recollection of no 4th of July's. And then one day happened. And I just happened to be living in Oak Park again. Because my mom, she done moved me to Oak Park twice in my life. Twice. And once was on 3rd Avenue and once was on 4th Avenue. So this particular 4th of July, 1995, we go up the street to this park, this famous park that everybody knows. A lot of people that ain't even from Sac know about Pebble Beach. You know about the park on Pebble Beach. That's the 4th Avenue Park. That's the park Mozzie always talking about. So I'm at Pebble Beach, and I'm noticing these Asians doing these things with this Piccolo Pete, right? All a Piccolo Pete was to me was the thing that you light, and they go, eeeh! And that's it. But these Asians was doing something to the Piccolo Pete that made that motherfucker go, eeeh! And take off flying. That motherfucking Piccolo Pete was flying. It turned into a regular old screaming little thing to a screaming projectile. And I learned that on Pebble Beach, watching the Asians do this. And all they was doing was grabbing a hammer and hit the bottom of the Piccolo Pete. But traditionally, it's supposed to go, Aah! And then explode. But sometimes it'll go, Aah! And then tip over and take off. That was the coolest thing ever. I'm telling you. For like in the history of Safe and Sane fireworks, like that was the coolest thing ever. Because I'm telling you, like you could buy a regular fire. These motherfucking regular fireworks that they got out here is so much bullshit. And they got worse through the years. I'm talking about the 90s, but going on vacation and coming back, man, these motherfucking Safe and Sane fireworks is so boozy that we have to justify and say it's for the kids. It's for the kids. That's how we justify spending $100, $150 on a firework box that don't do nothing but shoot a little sparkler. Man, the best one in the box probably just is a shower fountain. What? And you telling me that little 5-pack of Piccolo Pete's is like rockets? Oh yeah. So now I got a new toy that I learned on Pebble Beach. So this says the same 4th of July. So we go to my cousin's house. No. We go to grandma's house. Because we still had fireworks. Like as soon as I seen them fireworks do that shit, I'm going to every firework booth that's still open and getting as many Piccolo Pete's as I can. Pause. So as you probably figured, most of the firework booths was out by the time I figured out this new secret. But I at least had acquired 10 Piccolo Pete's. So I was doing the thing that I seen the Asians do. Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, boom. That motherfucker was setting off car alarms. That's how I knew I had a new toy. But the thing about the new toys that don't come with no warning labels, if you don't know about them warnings, you probably ain't going to heed them. So there was about 2 Piccolo Pete's that didn't do the thing. Most of the time we would have called them duds. Like when you light a firecracker and that motherfucking fuse just stop before it gets to the inside of it. Oh yeah, that's a dud, right? And because of what I was doing, yeah, I produced a couple of duds where the fuse was hanging out. So I left them sitting there. I'm 16. Let me see. I'm 90. This is 1990. This is 1997. Because July 1996, my ass was locked up for a fucking high-speed chase. Oh, that hurt. Anyhow, 1997. So, no, excuse me. 1995. I'm tripping. 1995. Excuse me. My bad. So, them two that did not like, I left them sitting there like a dummy, right? So we didn't put on a good show for the neighbors with the Piccolo Pete's and whatever else we had, the regular fireworks. So we're walking back into Grandma's house. Nobody thought to think about my little cousin. My little cousin probably is about 8, 9 at this time. But he's been watching me this whole time with these Piccolo Pete's. And he was determined to do the same thing that his big cousin was doing. So I'm going to tell you how I saw it and how he saw it. All I know is I was walking around the corner of Grandma's house and this crazy sequence happened. My little cousin was bending the corner, striking like this, pumping. I'm talking about pumping. And there was a fucking Piccolo Pete in the air. Remember I told you the Asians taught me and that sometimes it'll tip over and fly. That motherfucking Piccolo Pete was in the air chasing my cousin. As he's pumping, that motherfucker going, ew, 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 on his ass. It popped, pow. At the same time this motherfucking thing popped, the police is going by. At the same time, these is all sequence of events. Next thing you know, My little cousin is hollering, ah, ah. He hold his hand out, right? When he hold his hand out, man, he had first degree burns. I'm talking about like from the whole thing and shit. First degree burns, like man, look, it was bubbly, blistery, wavy, dead skin, like that shit. What's up, Jarrell? What's up, Morelli, man? I love you, boy. Tap in. So my little cousin hand is man, look, and he hollering. He can't see it. He can't even get the words out. He like, oh, oh. I'm tripping off if the police is about to turn around. And then at the same time, I'm tripping off, damn, this firework was really in the air chasing this nigga. What the fuck just happened? What happened? So finally, one day, matter of fact, he told me like 3 days later, he had to go to the hospital for show. He was a 4th of July casualty. Like, it's be a lot of 4th of July casualties in the hospital. What is that? It'd be a lot of 4th of July. Oh, what's up, Justin? He's coming by for the 4th, but that's what's up. Tell cousin I send mine. I send mine to you too, cousin. Always. So here's what happened. That was my sequence of what I see. Hey, Justin, by the way, I'm talking about Kel. I'm talking about Kel. This is when Kel was little. So remember, I'm trying to process what I see. And this is too much going on right now. Police going by, firework chasing him running. And his hand is burnt to death, right? So he tells me what happened days later. Them Piccolo Pete's that I left unlit, he had a bright idea of taking a match and sticking it inside the Piccolo Pete to light the wick. To light the wick. What you think happened? That motherfucking Piccolo Pete screamed about 2 layers off that nigga's hands. That Piccolo Pete from sticking that match in there and too close, Piccolo Pete come on firing. That motherfucker screamed off all that. Man, look. So, like I said, he went to the hospital. My little cousin does not like 4th of July to this day. To this day. That was 1995. But because I didn't learn this new secret, I'm looking so forward to to do this in 1996. But I end up in a high-speed chase in Meadowview, crashing into a house. I wasn't driving. And ended up in juvenile hall on 4th of July. As bad as I was looking forward to it, like, I'm in juvenile hall, and not only am I not on the main line, I'm in the lockup part because I come from girls' school. And I remember Keith Sweat Twisted, the remix came on while I was laying in the bed, and I remember thinking, damn, man, I was supposed to be doing some fireworks right now, and this motherfucker Keith Sweat, you know you are my love, baby. I was like, oh, that was when it hit me. Like, I don't know if y'all ever had that feeling. Hopefully y'all haven't. But nigga, it hit me. I'm in juvenile hall on the 4th of July, and I was just preparing. But I decided I want to steal a car and then joyride, and it went bad. So as y'all know, I didn't see a 4th of July in 1997. I was already gone. So then my 4th of July memories, guess what? They consist of a fast forward of remembering nothing. The only 4th of July I remember was in Vacaville in 2010 because we had windows. and we can hit, or 2010, 2011, because we had windows that we could open, and Vacaville sits right next to a neighborhood. So you open your window, you're going to hear the boom, you're going to hear the flash, you're going to be all the shit. All the shit. So just think, from 97 to 2010, and then till I went home in 2013, I only got one 4th of July memory that I could even process. The only thing I knew was that I really, really loved this day. Risk takers. So fast forward 2013, and I'm telling you, they've been fucking with my release date. I got caught in the visitor room trying to bring contraband, set up. Like, I don't know exactly when my release date is. It could be 30 days from now. It could be next week. It could be 45 days. I really don't know. I'm in limbo. And I'm pushing up and doing everything I could do to come home. Everything I could do to come home. My little brother then got shot. My mom with a person that I ain't certain about. Like, I want to get home to my family. It's been down there 17 years. Everybody feel my pain. And they have this thing where they give you, and it's like it has your estimated release date. This estimated release date is contingent upon you not getting in trouble. At one point, I believe that if that's what it is, that's what it is. But there's things you could do to combat that and make that date come closer. There's things you could do to help yourself. And I did all of that shit. But now that I'm getting closer, I'm feeling like I'm being played with. Like, I've been ready to go home. I'm ready. 2013. I've been gone since 1997. Next thing you know, they slide a paper under my door. They slide a paper under my door with my new release date. 4th of July, 2013. 4th of July, 2013. That's my release date. I don't know what to expect, but I know I'm coming home on my favorite holiday. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Even though it was 9 years ago, I still remember what I did that night. It was hard to sleep. I remember waking up, hugging my celly, letting them know I'm out of there, leaving the TV, going to R&R, them telling me, we're not releasing you unless you got a TV. And I had to go back and tell my celly, I got to take the TV. Next, they handed me an envelope. See, now they put your money on a card. But back then, they gave you cash. So they gave me an envelope with cash, right? And then I remember getting out. From that moment, the greatest memory ever was, because it was the first stop coming into Sacramento, was going to Discovery Park and hugging my mama for the first time free in 17 years. Like, that was a highlight. That was a highlight. I remember hitting the weed and being nervous as shit. Hitting the weed and being nervous as shit. Looking back, I ain't had shit to be worried about. But I got to hug my mama, hug my sister, hug my brother, and eat. I don't remember what I ate. I do not remember. Yes, I kind of do. Yes, I kind of do. But we're not going to talk about that. Let's see. So, fast forward again. We're in 2016. Now my favorite holiday is coming up. Remember, I came home 2013. I was out for 14. I was out for 15, and now 16 is fast approaching. I've been on 2. I'm about to hit my 3rd 4th of July. I go across the country for whatever reason. And on the way back, we stopped in New Mexico at a gas station. I'll never forget because we was coming from Texas. We in New Mexico. I go in the gas station, right? I go to the back. I knew it said fireworks, but hella signs be saying fireworks and shit. But I ain't stopped at none of these fireworks stores. I haven't. Man, I went in the store, looked at what they had, and I needed a moment. Like I needed a moment. Like I don't know if y'all ever experienced that, but I needed a moment. I was like, damn, man, they got everything that I ever was thinking about all them years I was locked up. Like they got everything right here. I could touch it. Like I could pick it up off the counter and touch it. Like it was just too much for me. I went outside and got to thinking dollars. How could I move this money around and make that happen? I loaded up. And this is June. I'm loaded up. Man, get back to Sacramento. With these fireworks I'm loaded up with from New Mexico, I couldn't help myself. And that's when I lit the Roman candle. And as we know, June 16th, that was when my life changed yet again. And when I lit that Roman candle and that white boy came out, that white boy was probably the bringer of maybe not death, but he was the bringer of a lot of hardship. And I responded wrong. All for my love of, shit. This fireworks, man. This shit, end zone. What did I ask you to remind me earlier, right? I said how innocence from your childhood transcends. See, some of y'all didn't stay for the whole story, but now y'all getting y'all that did. Now y'all getting to see the whole correlation. See how innocence transcends to adulthood. I didn't did so now on this because of these fireworks. I didn't went back to prison. In 2016. I missed 4th of July. Missed it again. My favorite one from letting a Roman candle go boom in June. It wasn't my fault they sell fireworks year round in certain places. Shit. So anyhow, I come home. 2018, June, right before the 4th of July. And fortunately for me, I was in Atlanta, spending time with Azariah, if y'all know him. Spending time with him in Atlanta. So it was legal. You can let them motherfuckers go. Boom, they got fireworks stores in Atlanta. So I was able to get that shit out of my system. I really was able to get it out of my system, so I thought. So 19, same thing. I think I was in Atlanta, but I don't clearly remember. But what I was left with is I know I'm going to feel some type of way if I don't get no fireworks. I'm going to feel some kind of way. That's why I make sure I have them. But where does this come from? Some people is cool with just driving around and watching other people's shit go boom. I want my own. I wouldn't care if I lit fireworks by myself. It's my Independence Day. This is when I can. Hey, cousin, you probably didn't know, but this is the day Big Cousin came home in 2013 after doing so. So Independence Day might mean the country was freed or whatever from whoever. But to me, that mean I was free from them stoops. I was free from them cages. I was free from walking the chow at a certain time. I was free to do what the fuck I wanted to do for the first time in 17 years. Even though common sense says they still make you mind shit. They make you mind the rules. But for Independence Day, July 4th, 2013, that was my independence, and that's what it means to me. And if you guys stayed for all of that, I appreciate you like a motherfucker. Straight up. Straight up. But I had to get that out. How innocent childhood can affect you into your adulthood. All right. So if anybody's interested in coming on and convincing me to smoke one more blunt before I get to what I got to do, there go the link. The link is posted. Y'all want to know something that's crazy? I'm about to give y'all a wow moment. What you know, I still have bottle rockets from 2016 from New Mexico. What you know, I still got them. I still have at least, I ain't gonna say how many, but I still have bottle rockets from that same trip. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That childhood innocence transcendent? Yes, it's real. I can't believe I did a whole live with glasses on. Kylie Connect, what's happening? All right, let me read these comments. Rich Taker, what's up, man? I remember my dad telling me this story years ago. You talking about Kel when he got burned by the firework? Well, you should have seen Dynamite last night in Oak Park. LOL, no fingers injured though. Dynamite, what the fuck? Hey, Dynamite, you felt me on that independence, man. Hey, Tim Snow, my bad I didn't see you the first time. My bad, man. You already know you got love all day if I see you in that thing. Kylie Connect said, I got some big fireworks right now that I don't know what they are. That'd be the best part. That'd be the best part when you don't know what it is. When you don't know what it is, and you just know you about to light that motherfucker and something about to happen. Look, surprise me. That's how I feel. Surprise me. You might get something that shoot 8-9 times and wake up a whole neighborhood. I be hearing shit sound like bombs though. Nick Arco, he says, why doesn't anyone talk about Black Lives Matter anymore? Fortunately, that's political, and I ain't got no opinion on that. Unfortunately. Debo said, time flies, but where did it go? Hello, everybody. Time flies when you reflect and you realize that you've been a part of my life for going on 4 years. That reality right there. How about that? Yeah, time to fly. You've been fucking with me since last decade. How about that? Last decade. Turbo, I see you. 1995 was a sucky year. A lot of y'all ended up in juvie or prison. Indeed. Indeed. In 95, I did it twice in one season. I did it, whatever come after summer. Fall, I did it twice in one fall. Looking back, man, I don't even want to look back. But looking back, I think I had my pedal, my man, I had my foot on the gas pedal, stomping that motherfucker. Fast forward to the pin. Looking back, my foot was not halfway on the gas; it was all the way on the gas pedal, and the only way to stop in 1995 was to go to the pin. That's it. So, all 12 of y'all, I have a question. And this is just a question that y'all could ask or answer however you want. Do you think fireworks are childish? Like, is it childish for a grown man to enjoy fireworks? Because you got some people that are smart and they like, before I spend some money on some damn fireworks, I be to buy me a new suit or something, or something before I spend it on fireworks. Some people smart like that. They keep their money. But to those that's caught up in the spirit, oh yeah, they going for broke. I sure did. Hey, Flavor Loud. I am never too proud to tell the truth. Man, I get childish delight. Almost to an innocent nature because other people will look at how I'm so motivated by that holiday with amazement. Like, wow, he's really excited. Well, shit. Now y'all know why. Man, in 2016 and in 1995, I mean 96, I was right there. And it was like dangling the carrot, 4th of July, right there. And then it was taken. And then it was taken again in 2016. So we wasn't doing that shit no more. You weren't taking my 4th of July. This is my Independence Day. I'm free from hearing my name being called over a motherfucking microphone. I probably went on visits a lot of them days. But guess what? You're still in the cage. Being silly, funny, letting go of formality is good for stress relief. I'm telling you. I know when I came home, I was probably, I mean, as joyous as I was, I still was probably uptight a little bit. And then one day I just felt my shoulders just go, bam, they just dropped. And I took a deep breath. Yalla. Okay, I'll be out there. All right. So I gotta go take care of something. I was hoping somebody would tap in so I could bounce real quick and come back. So that means because this business is so pressing, y'all have to have fellowship amongst each other. Fellowship amongst each other. Damn, I just had deja vu. I'll be back.
Exactly what kind of weapon it was, and that was at 10:15. We're now at 3:15. 5 hours later, that suspect still has not been caught. Residents in Highland Park have been told to stay inside as authorities, federal, state, and local, are methodically walking through that downtown area, trying to find folks who remain sheltered in place and tell them it's okay to leave, go back home, remain safe. But one of the key critical questions that we hope to get some clarity on here in the next few minutes as the press conference is about to begin at about 3:15 is how did this shooter get from a rooftop back down to the ground and then just kind of blend in to the general public? Authorities at 2 o'clock said they did so discreetly and made themselves difficult to see. That is one of the key crucial elements that we're looking to get some clarity on.
That is true. And since this happened just after 10 o'clock, we've been speaking to witnesses, many of them giving us accounts of what it was like. One woman having to tie her young child in a trash can to keep her safe during all of this chaos. We want to go to one of our investigators, Megan Hickey. She is out there on the scene. She spoke to a man, Sean Cottrell, if I'm saying that correctly, who says he actually saw the gunman fire the shots. We know this happened up on a roof. That's where the gunman was stationed. This man and his family, they come to the parade every year. They come from Boston, all the way from Boston. He was in town visiting his in-laws. Let's listen.
So we're sitting there. The van had just crossed in front of Ross' store, and all of a sudden we get, I think it's fireworks. And then we hear the whole lights of the tree like kind of lighting up in front of us. And I looked straight up inside of my head, the shooter, I'm done, pointing right at me, and it's just shooting at the tree. And then my wife says, get up and run, get up, why aren't you getting up and run? Get up and run, go, we need to go. That was like within 6 seconds. So my 3 kids, my in-laws, my wife and I picked up the 2 both down Central Street. I could see John, I could see him with his hat on, and you could just see him spraying the intersection where Ross and like the Walker brothers, he was spraying that whole area. I don't know if you've seen pictures of what the store looks like. So there's like a big tower up top, right? So he was bent down, with the gun was kind of over the top, and he had a hat on, just white paint down. That's really all I could see, because I was at a really tough angle, because I was up at the tree. I'm looking back and going, it's like a shooting, you know? And then it felt like it was in front of me that the gun was going off. And I could see the bullets just hitting the street, hitting the tree. And that's really what I could see. It was waving that gun over the edge of the building.
That is Sean Cottrell telling Megan Hickey what he saw. This statement just in from the White House from President Biden on today's tragedy in Highland Park. Jill and I are shocked by the senseless gun violence that has yet again brought grief to an American community on this Independence Day. As always, we are grateful for the first responders and law enforcement on the scene there. He goes on to say, I've spoken to Governor Pritzker and Mayor Rotary and have offered the full support of the federal government to their communities. I also I urged federal law enforcement to assist in the urgent search for the shooter, who remains at large. At this time, members of the community should follow guidance from leadership on the ground, and I will monitor, he says, closely as we learn more about those whose lives have been lost and pray for those who are in the hospital with grievous injuries. I recently signed the first major bipartisan gun reform legislation in almost 30 years into law, which includes actions that will save lives. But there is much more work to do, and I am not going to give up fighting the epidemic of gun violence. That a statement from the White House just a few moments ago.
Yeah, so we want to update you, at least from last check. We're waiting for a press conference. You can see it there in the bottom of your screen in that box. As soon as we get word from them, this will be the third update that we will receive from the police department there and the county task force, a major crimes task force, who have been working in conjunction with the police department and the FBI to investigate, search for the shooter, and collect evidence on the scene. meantime, though, we've been hearing, as I said before, from many witnesses, and we want to bring you some more of those witnesses that we've talked to today.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just kind of processing, like, well, maybe it's some display. And then I think it's
All right. Hey, Bach. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how good my memory is, Bach. I'm gonna tell you how much. I'm talking about Devin Shaw Harper. I'm gonna tell you about how much you are like ingrained in my memory and my heart. Do you know that the 4th Avenue in 1995 at Pebble Beach, when I learned about the Piccolo Pete's, do you know I saw you that day in 1995? I can't remember if you was on the handlebars with Keith or he was on the handlebars, but y'all was just driving, y'all was sliding through, and that was the first time you see me in Oak Park. Hold on. That was a 100% accident. You will never see me take Bumpy straight, but you did now. It's my independence. Anyhow, like I said, Bach, I remember 1995, you and Keith on the handlebars. Yes, that's my memories. And Bach said, wowzers. Indeed. I am so hungry right now. Let's see. I forget what I was talking about. You said that's a lot to deal with. My mama has a sister. She still talks about it, as Granny once did, that lived today. So I feel lost. Man. Hey, Bach, check this out. Hit that link, Bach. Come fuck with your bro. On my Independence Day. This is like this day should mean more to me than my birthday. Oh, I can't wait to eat some potato salad. Young, by the way, what's up, my guy? Yeah, hey. For those of y'all that don't know, my babe, she gave birth to a son that didn't make it on July 3rd. Some say 4th, but it's July 3rd. And I kind of misjudged. I'm not gonna say I misjudged it, but I'm gonna say, like, as a man, you can't understand the impact that giving birth to a stillborn has on a woman because we not women, so we ain't gonna understand that. So when I walked into the room and seen her burst out in tears, I was like, "Whoa, hey, whoa, like what happened? Whoa, what happened?" And that's what it was. So you can't never expect the impact on a person to be what you think it should be or it's gonna be. No. Mm-mm. Dad passed away a couple days ago. Yeah, I know this. People come into each other's lives for the right reasons at the right time. The right reasons at the right time, because some people may not be able to bear what life is about to throw at them. Some they might not be able to bear it. So God put people, not preaching or nothing, but God puts people in place to help and assist you. Skylar, I hope you make it out. I hope you out the parking lot. That's like stranded on death row. I hope you make it out. I think I just want to smell some barbecue right now. Like for real. I just want to smell some ribs and some chicken just to know it's sizzling. Yeah, look, man. I really posted a link and then nobody hit the link. Oh yeah. It's the Dirt Show. So I could do the Dirt Show with glasses on since nobody hit the link. Babe, why don't you hit the link? Yeah, I said it. I said it. Food is in process. Yes. Hey, Bach. Hey, Bach. I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Sometimes all it is about just hitting the button and following the link. And then once you cross that threshold, then you could be like, I'm just coming through, salute, holler at Dirty Nation one time, gone. Because I don't want perfection. We ain't never been perfect. So sometimes it's about hitting that link. Come on. Show everybody your face, salute, gone. No, I'm maintaining my. Hey, Debo, I'm maintaining my 280 comfortably. That's my normal. So I'm maintaining comfortably. You see how I get at me?
What's up? Oh, fuck.
That nigga
Damn,
said I'm 295. What?
we just had one of them old 30-minute storms.
Oh yeah, I don't miss that.
Literally, nigga, like a 30-minute hurricane.
Man, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something about that. Hey, look, if you in the car, it'll be so hot in the car, and then it's raining outside, so you gotta have the AC on in the rain.
And then that shit might be blowing in smoke, man. That's what happened to me the other day. Oh. I've been waiting for the damn rain to go off so I could go to the store and get me some blunts.
That's right.
Woo. Shit.
Hey, did you get any legal fireworks?
Nah, bro, I ain't even really gonna participate this year. We did all that. We had like a little get together yesterday, barbecued and shit yesterday. Ain't gonna be none of that right now.
So, do you think fireworks are childish?
Hell no, I love doing that shit. Just right now, it ain't in the program.
Does it stem from your childhood though?
Me liking them or me not doing them this year?
You liking them?
Yeah, that's something that's been a staple in my life since as long as I can remember. I don't never remember. This is like one of the only years I've ever not done it.
So guess what? This year, you gained your independence.
That's one way of looking at it.
You gained your independence. You didn't go all out. You wasn't too passionate about it. You win. That's like me and football. Like I don't care about football no more. I gained my independence from that football. You gained your independence from a holiday.
Yes, sir. Whew.
Hey, Maroon Goon something.
Can I get a pack of 5-pack backwards?
Hello.
Yeah. Cause them other ones. No. Let me get the sweets, bro, please. Cause them other ones is kind of stale. Yeah, them ones.
All right, Maroon Goon. I don't know who he is. Who he is? Where you from?
On everything. I wouldn't even lie to you. Tell him I will not lie. I would not lie. About 15 cents. I said it's in there.
Hey, do y'all are y'all selling the Walmart you at? Do they got the little 1999 firework kit?
Nah, it's a neighborhood Walmart I work at. Oh shit, I don't even work there no more, bro. I got fired from that motherfucker.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Hold on, you getting the big screen for that? What the hell happened?
Oh man, I had to talk to you on our own time. It's one of those ones. I can't even put it on the wire, but some bullshit happened.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I got fired too. But you know what though? They fired me for a lie, and I had proof that it wasn't a man. And I had proof. They hit me with there's nothing that they could do. You see, I bet you ran up on corporate America.
Oh shit! Hey, I'm in the with God willing, bro. I'm in the process right now. I'm trying to get back.
Shit, me too. I got a lawyer.
Hey, just wanted to tap in right quick. Hey, Young, by the way, so nice to see you and everybody in the Dirty Nation. Check it. I am burning up in this garage, and I got to turn my AC back on, so I just tapped in right quick. Happy Independence Day. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And like I say, bam, blessings and miracles. Gone.
Amen.
Yes.
I'm praying for a blessing and miracle right now. Who's that?
Hey, Bach.
What's up with it,
Hey,
King?
Bach, you sitting there. I'm like, who the fuck is a maroon goon? I didn't know. I thought you was somebody else. Man, I'm glad. Look, see, you got it. See, I know how to talk to my brother. I'm telling you. You know how to talk to your brother.
For sure, family. You know, it's good to be here, man. Peace of the Dirty Nation.
Straight up. So if anybody forgot, Davy Johnson knows the story of the homie that went on a high-speed chase from the police.
That's a good way of
Had the
introducing him.
bundle in this thing.
Yes, yes.
And he was running so fast, his dreads was sticking straight back. See, y'all can't picture him with dreads. This motherfucker had dreads to his waist.
Yeah, that was like set number 3. That's what we used to do. I remember yours, boy.
Man,
You cut him off.
it's all good. I told America I cheated.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm finna let my shit go back, Derek. I'm coming back with mine.
Hey, yellow.
How long you finna be live, Dirk?
Huh. Wow. Man, I seen it coming. That's why I went so low.
But I'm finna be right here. Did they go to the store? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. One second, Bot. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm live right now. No, you in my ear. You in my ear.
Man, get this nigga. I told you that. Y'all niggas want to eat, but y'all don't want to go to the fucking store.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Straight up.
Hey, Dirt, you're being rude right now. You got the world watching you.
I understand.
Man, hey, once I seen shit, when I
Hey, don't let him do that and get away with it. We can't just let him do it and get away with it.
Man,
Gotta say something.
So,
Look how this how they give it to me out here. Look at this bullshit.
what is that? Some dope?
This
man, I'm
this how
gonna
it
show you
look.
how to steamroll.
It'll work.
I'm gonna show you how to
Oh, it's gonna
steamroll.
work. It's some good.
Looking straight ahead.
It's some good.
Mm-hmm.
Some Florida good.
But
That's where you at?
Yup, I'm in Florida right now. Yup.
Oh yeah, it's a little rough out there, huh? You gotta.
A little different.
Yeah.
It's different from our norm. You know, I'm from California.
hey, Black Buddy.
I've
One
been out here
thing,
like
one
9
thing you
months.
told me, and I learned from being Yaman, is not to get trapped in other people's delusions.
So do we entertain his conversation or do we have our own? Like, I don't know. What do we do here? Yeah.
Hey, let me get
They
back
on
to
the dresser.
this live.
Hey, tell that person to come join the live and we can all.
Hey, young Black Money say send here. Salutations.
Oh yeah, tell him I said what's happening.
They're
They're on the dresser.
Man, say that again.
Yeah, I know, bro, from on here. I know your folks, Dirk.
You know, Young. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
from
know.
Old Folsom. Hey,
Yeah.
oh my mom. Hey, look, hey, Young.
He was in Old Folsom with us too.
Yes. Remember
Yeah,
when we had the riot with the white boy Kumi in one building
Oh yeah.
when the skinheads took off?
Yeah.
This the nigga that was in the corner with me beating on the white boy, and he got away, and I got caught.
Right. You know, it was
like
a
that,
lot got involved. I lost them $300 glasses then, but it was that Sereno that saved me, though. You know,
Hey, Young. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you some real shit. You don't work in corporate America, do you, Bob?
No, that's all good, man. Go ahead and speak your mind,
young,
bro.
check this out. Hey, this the only nigga I know stabbed a nigga and got away with it. Quick.
I want to know how this essay saved him, though. I want to know how he threw that in there real quick.
I gotta. I mean, I wish I would have said it was an NA, but now it was a real essay, though, man. And I just so happened it got sprayed up because even though I got out the way, I got sprayed up like a motherfucker. Dress was drenched with pepper spray, right? So I worked my way up out the way. Just being that's my training is to hit and move. Once Dirt assisted, because he don't really know the whole story because we don't talk about a lot, but I'll give you the short story, man. They had pressed the line and told the white boy, Kumi, he wasn't even a white boy. He just looked like a white boy that he had to go. And, I was like, hold on. We'll be waiting on this to move. Don't nobody press us like that. It's different because Sacramento don't got the politic where anybody can say nothing to us, especially in our backyard, as far as our blood and Crips that ain't black or that ain't Hispanic or whatever it may be. So our politics always be different from the pen to pen I've been when it comes to that issue. However, once it's an issue like that, it's a black issue. It was amongst the black, politics, amongst the black structure. We all together on that. So we sitting back, man. They talking about weight, man. All shots to my Kumi niggas. I ain't gonna say no name because they were soldiers, but it was a weight thing. It was we trying to figure this thing out, whatever. Man, I woke up that morning saying it's gonna go down. I felt it. So being on whatever tier I was on, I waited cut and I seen it unfold. I seen the boys. They had set in the trap. They laid in the cut for the Bay Boys to come out the chow hall. So we ain't gonna allow that to happen. I don't got time to warn them. Woo! Who the hell? I don't got time to do none of that. It's just get cracking. I look, I see Dirt. I go in the thing, and it's just like we always did, man. He fell in line, and we did our thing, and I was about 2-3 of them that we had, beat up and scuffed and threw over in the corner real quick. And me, you, and whoever else it was. Because it was a couple other people and a couple other went to the hole, I remember. But
hey, do you know I'm the only nigga got a write up in that whole riot?
Right. It was because you got thirsty, bro. You didn't get thirsty. You got determined. You got determined, Dirt. I seen you.
Come on, man. We want to take that walk across the yard with our head high.
Right.
I couldn't see.
Your head should have been high, though, bro. Your head should have been high. Let me tell you why.
You can't rub your eyes.
Let me tell you why your head should have been held high, bro. Because you was there when I needed you and when the people needed you, bro. Because let's be honest, our folks, they was gonna do their thing, but other calls had been made, man, and they wasn't aware what was gonna happen. Had we not done what we did.
I didn't know shit. I was just late for chow.
I know.
I missed the unlock.
yeah, for sure. But I deal with higher forces and powers, man. I just knew what it was, bro. And if they didn't do what they was gonna do anyway, I just feel like it was gonna be that day anyway. We was gonna press,
Hey,
so I came out. I went to sleep. Whenever I went to sleep,
got
I woke
on
up.
the first tier.
The white boys did try to push a cold line in Folsom, though. They was trying to push a cold little line. Because when they rushed the Crips, they was only like 30, 40 deep. And we was like, there was a few hundred of us.
Right.
Yeah, at least 150 niggas out there when they try to rush us.
They got
me. I remember that.
That was like, what was it? Late 05, early 06, something like that.
I remember that.
Hey, young. I saved this nigga twice.
Probably more than that, bro. Probably more than that, bro, because it's our job.
And the same too. Hey, do you know I was upset at you? Do you know I was upset at you?
What's that?
I'm like, I didn't say this nigga and violated myself, and he gonna go blast somebody off their boots. Man, damn it.
That's what we do, though. Hey, bro.
What was he supposed to do?
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I was fortunate enough to, come into the system, hit that level 4, and the training I was given in 19, 20, 21, by the time I bump into you, that's a few years later, bro. So, it's like it was well instilled, it was well, actualized and practiced. So we just fall in line. And as a leader, you know what I mean? Because I've been a leader.
That was your transition from Boule.
I like the way you put that, bro.
Nigga, you my motherfucking brother, nigga.
I like the way you put that.
Hey, young. Hey, young,
Yeah.
we've been homies. We've been brothers since 1991.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up and down, man. And we still here, bro.
And the same thing. And the blue thing all hanging on the door.
Hey, young.
Yeah.
I remember earlier in this live, I said I lived on 3rd Avenue.
Mm-hmm. When you say
I
you lived in
ended
Oak
up
Court?
coming across a Bad Mouth Clemmy tape. And I remember I took that tape. Bad Mouth Clemmy is a rapper from Oak Park.
Oh, wow. You remember that, huh?
This is a single, Get Your Drinking On. And TikTok, you don't stop. That one, Let the Park hit him or something like that.
Man.
Anyhow, I remember I showed you that tape. Hey, young, this nigga tried to say I was from Oak Park. He's like, nigga, you from Oak Park. I said, I ain't from Oak Park.
Wow. Hey, it's about time you said that, bro. You about time you said that, Dirt. All this, I've been waiting for you to say that, bro. We know where you from, nigga. You DPH Dirt, nigga. But at the same time, you know I put this Black Mossy thing together. You know, we had to be.
Oh, he from the P? Hey, Dirt, he from the P?
Yeah, I'm from the P. That's DPH Dirt right there. You know, that's Kurt from the Heights, man. But what I'm saying is this. The way I put the Mossy together, bro, we was like, leave no child behind, bro. You know, if you seen something that wasn't something right, you grab your folks. You know, and being that I was in 8th and you was in 7th, I seen you running around, bro, like needed the right, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me grab this youngster. You know, always they yelling at you. Always you skirting around. You slapping on them. You know what you was doing, bro. You was wilding. But I tried to grab you and try to, you know what we was doing, bro. We was trying to get it in our own way, man. But little, you know, strong the stuff we do.
Then years later, come find out he know my auntie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, I knew Stephen Stowers, you know, because I'm a P baby.
Oh, yeah, you remember the cut list. You remember that cut list.
Yeah. But you know, the thing about it is, you know, a P baby, that's my seed, that's my family, that's my roots. You know, mom's moved me to the north. That's how I ended up bumping to you at Martin Luther King. And I've been out there for a while by that time. You know, mom too.
I got this saying. You can't help where mama move you.
Oh, you sure you didn't hear that from me,
we
bro?
Low income, man. We low income.
You sure you didn't hear that from me, Dave?
Look, that's how we ended up on 3rd Avenue and 4th Avenue.
Yeah.
Can't help where low income take mama.
But tell me this though, Dirt. What if you didn't go to different schools in different parts of the town, man? It's like a lot of that stuff you really can't relate and speak to, man. And it's like a voice like yours, you need to really, along with me, man, be trying to tell these people that we are related, because you can't help where your mom moved you to. And when I tell cats like that, man, they say, oh, I knew. I made this choice. Nobody chose me. I took, bruh, for real. It's certain levels to this stuff, man. But we seen all the transition from before the Bloods and Crips as kids to the Crips and the Bloods.
Hey, young, let me add some more to this shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Do you know when we first met, that was the beginning of my gangbanging. When we first met. And you was the first Oak Park nigga I ever met in my life that was a gang member. You was the first Oak Park nigga I ever met.
Right.
And looking back,
right,
it's an anomaly that you was out there being at front line.
Right.
But you was also there from the beginning of the funk with the manners.
Right.
You was there. Because guess what? Us youngsters in the 7th grade, we didn't know why the OGs, we didn't know what happened. All we know, one day we come into school and we scrapping with manner niggas.
Right.
We didn't even know. But guess what? That's the beginning that's the beginning right there.
Right.
He was there.
Right. And you know, the cool thing about it is that I lived in the plaza, so they looked at that side of Norwood as different. You know, not to mention the plazas were the first gang and dope den and all that took place in the north, but before the front, you know what I mean, really had crack in the plaza. But at the same time, the plaza sit on that side of Norwood that the Manor sit on and that Westgate sit on, and they was kind of a little disconnected from the deeper part of the Heights where you get Elm Street and Haywood past Rio Linda, right? So therefore, I'd already had like a sort of a relationship with the Manor dudes because the Manors had ended up linking up around that time with TAV. So it was Manor TAV, and you know the rest is history, bro. I kind of helped bring the Manors and the Park together.
I'm gonna tell you something about you. I remember.
What's that?
This nigga always had a pair of motherfucking dice. He was always trying to shoot some motherfucking dice.
Oh my mama. Always trying to get a dollar, bro. You know, we was hustlers, man. And you know, we was fast. It was a few that were faster than us, but you know, in our own way, we was fast, man. You know, we was always, you know, hip to some shit that everybody wasn't hip to and hipping them to some stuff, man. But you know what? I want to say this. I want to say this, bro. I appreciate you, though, for them times you saved me, man. At the same time, I just appreciate that you still here fighting, bro. Because there's a lot of us that gave up, bro, and they ain't in this fight far as they mentality, far as they, you know, they intellectual property, far as they health, you know, and you still pushing, bro. So I just want to salute you for that, my nigga. You know, we don't keep score, bro, but you know, you up there, bro. You know what I mean? You one of my niggas, man.
Hey, yeah. On my mama. You know, when I was younger, I used to always be one of the niggas that wanted to fit in. And I'm talking about before junior high. I wanted to fit in with the popular people and shit.
Right.
Like how the jocks was with all the girls.
You feel that, bro.
But I realized something that I ain't them. Like,
yeah,
see, come to me.
Yeah.
You have to come to me.
Right.
Because I don't feel like them popular people. I see what I see straight ahead. I try not to look back. So I always beat to the drum of my own tune. If you ever can see.
Right. Hey, but didn't I work on your ass though about that P shit? I worked on your boy for about a good year or two. This nigga software at Burbank.
He tried to bring him on.
His identity was so official. By the time that summer you came out of junior high, your identity was so locked in and official, brother. Nigga couldn't tell you nothing. And then I bump into you in the South, and I'm just like, yep. Almost had it. I tried though. Nigga, you tried.
Hey, yo, you hear this shit?
Hey, but look at the ones who did sign on, bruh. And they became mayors of the Heights later on. La V, you know what I mean? TJ, rest in peace, from the Manors, you know, Riff Raff, you know. A lot of my niggas came into this shit, man, and I respect it.
One of them nights I seen you shooting dice in THV, that particular night, I was with Shepard. That's time I seen Shepard. He took us over there. He took us over there where y'all was in THV, and then he took us over there off of a fucking Boston on the corner house. He had a little apartment upstairs, and that was the first time. That was the first time I heard SIBO. Yeah, that was the first time I heard SIBO.
Well, I smile that you say that, man, because Shepard is one of the reasons why when Oak Park and the Heights really got the funk. And like I said, I always try to bring us together and keep us, well, let me not say always, but to this extent that I did. You know, I pushed my little brothers to be young TAV villains and all that, you know, unlike a lot of dudes who was taking their brothers like, this is where our family, no. Y'all niggas create your own identity. Y'all be leaders, man. Y'all, you know, y'all get back and feel the terrain and y'all pick and choose where you want to be from based on your reality, man. Can't nobody tell you make it. You know what I mean? So anyway, that being said, you know, it was still hard for an Oak Park nigga being in the Heights, you know, for them couple of more months or summers or whatever I was out there. So I gravitated to like the Crips out there, you know, Shepard, and that had a lot to do with Shepard. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to my nigga, man. You know, little rah-rah, baby rah-rah. You know, I used to say all the time, not to brag and I'm still in that mentality, but I say, you know, Crips in the...
Guess who else I was with that night from Nogales?
We ain't gonna say, bro.
Rest in peace.
We ain't gonna say, bro.
Tay.
Was you?
Hell yeah, because that nigga pissed on the homeless dude, man.
Hey, hold on, I'm trying to see because I don't remember. You know, Shepard was with me so much. But I do remember some shit on.
But Shepard, remember we was talking about the people that was fast? Shepard fucked with the older niggas already while we was still in junior high.
Well, see, this is the thing. Shepard was older than us, but well, it ain't really no age thing. But Shepard had me by grade, so you know, little. Let me see. That's not Riff Raff. That's a rah rah. That's baby rah rah. Yeah, that's Baby Rah,
Pepper
man.
was in your same grade.
Nah, he was a grade ahead of me. He was a grade ahead of me. He had to be.
Because we rode the bus from Dos Rios, where he was.
Hold on. I remember he was in Dos. I'll tell you like this, Dirk. I'm gonna hold off on all that because I'm real specific with details, and I can't really say if he was. Damn, he might have been my grade. He might have got held back a grade. Cause see, you gotta understand, man. I knew his sister Vicky, who used to be with Corey, another Crip from the Plazas. The Plazas have Crips. A lot of people don't know that they was Crips, and then when the Bloods came, real tough in the 87, 88, they, all them signed on. Dopey D, they started TAV like 89, 90, 91. They were strong, popping, booming. But most of the people that was born in the late 60s, early 70s would sign on to the Crip thing first in the Heights.
Do you remember in our upbringings in the beginning, the Manners was 666? You remember that shit?
It wasn't in the beginning. It was around the time I was introduced to him. When I was introduced to the Manners in the late 80s, early 90s, they had already been high track infiltrated by Jamaz and a couple other Marlon, the Oakland boys. So that ism really came from out of Oakland. But the time we met them and then the time we figuring out shit 90, 91 as kids, yeah, they was locked in with the 666 shit. Yeah, they was it. I can't say all of them was officially like that, but if they became my homies and my comrades and some dudes that didn't get along with the dudes that didn't like Oak Park niggas really that much out there, as I've been getting to travel that course with them, I figured out someone was really.
What's the 666? What's that?
Hey, okay, so I ain't gonna say the name.
Lucifer. That's what the niggas used to do.
I ain't gonna say the name, but like the OG that really came with it, he said he did it as like it was like an intimidation tactic.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cutting off the dog heads and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
them niggas was tripping.
Right, but it worked.
That Sean shit, that loop, we would do that loop was around back then.
Just think, hey, young, just think you open your door and you see a dog head chopped off on the porch.
Yeah, we not fucking with them niggas.
Right, so all you gotta do is attach 666 with that shit, and they became known. Them Manor niggas is crazy.
Well, I'm gonna just say this, man. Rest in peace, my nigga Killer Gent, man. My nigga KG,
that's
Killer
what
Gent.
started it. And when he died, man.
Tyrone Worthen, you know what I mean? T-Wrong, you know what I mean? Mac, bruh. And a lot of them dudes. But I say rest in peace to Ronnie too, CK Ronnie. A whole lot of dudes on them sides, man. The Nogales boys, all my niggas in the north, man, because we all played a part, man, in this Sacramento shit. There ain't no Oak Park without the Heights and the Manors. There ain't no Manors without the Heights. There ain't no Meadowview without the Gardens. All this shit had to work as a unit, bruh. You know what I mean? And so lots of the ones that came before us. You know what's the name just came home? Vaughn. Motherfucking Vaughn is home, bruh. This nigga's laid the foundation for us. You know what I mean? As far as this pen shit. Not just him alone, of course. You got to give it to O'Shea Johnson. You know what I mean? Ansar O'Shea. Sajada Lahu. You got to give it to so many, you know what I mean? Even some of the Garden Block cats, man. You got to, because we was 916, let's be honest. Even though they broke that down, for a minute we was 916, and then they came with the 916.
I used to let him know. You already know. I used to let him know, like, I'm not 916, but my teachings and upbringings is of that momentum.
I'm the bridge to that, man. I came right there as it got broken down, and we put in a lot of work off of that rhythm. But one of the things about it, being laced by them dudes, raised by them dudes, you become them dudes, of course. But I was always grabbing to the ones coming behind me. That's how when years came by and I kind of came like the voice of the people in my young manhood, I was able to kind of bridge between that old scene and the new scene coming up, of course, the Zillas and, later on the Stars, you know what I mean? One Stars, the first. Yeah.
I had this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people that come on and they interview me, they don't be asking like the good questions because they really don't know that childhood upbringing. They don't know the whole story, so they ask prison shit, which is kind of general. So I was like, So I was like, I'm gonna fuck around and have to interview myself or something.
What
so
do you feel?
The other substance that's
what
in
do you
dirt.
feel? And I'm speaking over you, blood, because I'm happy to be here. Plus, I'm on, and plus, I'm really got a couple things I need to be doing. I said that in text, but I'm happy we got this in, family, on everything. But this is my question to you. When we was young, one of the main reasons I put my arms around you, bro, not saying that my arms came with so much protection, but let's face it, I had crew. You know what I mean? So, you know, some people try to write it off and say, oh, he came with the name of this. Fact of the matter, I organized that shit. Every member I brought to it. You know what I mean? Nobody knew each other from on these different sides of towns until I brought the homies over there to these other sides of towns that we was in. I did that, the Mossy, right? But when it came to you, bro, you was already just, you know, my good soldier already, man. You know, the same energy you had running around you, you know what I mean? You share some of that with your bruh. You know, if I need you to come post to me and hold the thing or whatever, you came post to me and held the thing. But it was your athleticism, bruh. You was playing with the adults up there at Grant. And my OG from the plazas, man, Gary Gordon, would help with Gary Gordon. No, nigga. Gary Gordon, yeah.
Nigga, do you know I was there the night he died, nigga? I was there. Nigga, I was the last person he touched when he died. That nigga came down the court, made a layup. He was known for this. He'd go up like he was about to dunk and lay that motherfucker in. And when he came back down, he bumped into me because I was on the sideline. And he got back up, and then he went down to the court, and then he put his hands on his hips, and he did the straight. What's the dude from Boston Celtics that died?
Mm-hmm. Len Bias.
Len Bias.
There you go.
Len Bias. Hey, oh my God. Hey, I was in the group home then, and I was on the pad.
So he fell out on the court, nigga?
On the court. After he bumped into me, he got up and ran down to the other end and fell out.
So
and his brother was there too. And I remember his brother just had his shirt on his head saying, "Come on, Gary.
Come on, Gary." Terry or Chris. It was Chris or Terry was there because I just talked to Terry yesterday. That's my uncle, of course. But
Terry is my uncle.
I know.
See, that's the advantages that you have being 1 year older than me. That's what you got.
But you know, you caught up, bro, and you surpassed me in a certain way, just like my little brother Marshawn Mikey from the Platinum. You know, the youth when you do your job, your young ones surpass you, man. You feel me? Hey, but look, man. So that was my question, man. How that impacted you, you know? But let me preface with this, man. I hate when a motherfucker we cuss on here, right? Okay, so I hate when a motherfucker try to tell me he saved me, and I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking about some activity type shit, man. Like basically, like, man, you came through there, the homies was finna do this, but look, bro. So I'm not putting it in that, bro. But the fact of the matter is, I had got wind of that, bro, and it was, you know, being close to the plazas, being in the plazas and shit. I got wind of that, man, and you know, it was like shit. I gotta rock with my young dude. You know what I mean? If Captain, you know, his, like you say, his family was dead. It ain't none of them. It's just we in rambunctious time.
I remember. Hey, do you know who my first friend in the history of niggadom is?
No.
Scooter.
Ah, righteous.
Motherfucker. I lived in the plazas. I was about like 4 or 5.
Righteous. I didn't know you and Scooter had an attachment. But you know, Scooter bad as fuck.
Him and Paul.
Yeah. That's you. That's y'all generation. That's your generation right there, little bad motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you something though.
Yeah.
Because of wanting to be like my big cousin, I became a student of the game.
Step or solo?
Early. And then when my uncle and my cousin got up, my mom was like, "You need to let him come. You need to let him come with us, like so we could teach him." Right. She tried to shelter me, and it became too hard of a job. And by the time I was 15, I was independent.
Right. Well, man, as much as I like to break down and philosophize and do the psychology with you, man, you done gave me enough to chew on already, Dirt. So my question is, man, you know, how did that how did that brother, bumping into you like that, man, and leading to his, his transition, man. But it wasn't your fault. It was just one of them things, bro. But how did that affect you in your game? Because I know you played until the last time I seen you, man. You was still on that court doing your thing, fast, running around. But how did that impact you, though, bro? Did it impact you? Did it, did it make you feel different?
I would say that in prison we had nothing but time to sharpen our weapons, and the more you learn, the more you grow. So as you know, I didn't just play basketball; I played softball too. If the homies was playing soccer, I might get out there too, because the more you learn, the more skills you acquire, the more people you meet, the more you grow.
Yeah, Dirty Nation.
I brought that out here.
Right.
So hell yeah, being athletic did help.
Right.
But I'm gonna say, being athletic also puts you out there on an island, because not all the homies is athletic. Right. So you out there on an island dealing with these other people from these other tribes.
That's how I got into Usalama all the time, because I'm not hella athletic. Don't get me wrong, I got a shot and shit, but nigga can't dribble. You know what I mean? So I was always Usalama, real young. Post up, watch, make sure everybody on deck. And that's the shit I'm trying to come out of now, Dirt. It's half fun. I be with Teddy B, man, fuck with the bitch. You see they on you. I'm more tripping on, this verbal exchange with, because of that PTSD, nigga. You know what I mean? Always being militant, being raised to be your people's protectors and, your people's, leader, And so I had to go through different parallels and modes. That's why a lot of times you see me, inebriated, because it's like a motherfucker don't be calm enough to really be amongst motherfuckers without being hyphy vigilant. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bach. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, at a young age, you was kind of a revolutionary.
Right.
Where did that come from?
The main person I give credit to, I give credit to three main people. Well, boy, it began in my childhood, man. My first nickname was Zimbabwe. And you see, I've been starting to use, I flipped it into the Zimbabwe. I've been starting to pop my original childhood name, except of course I flip and put bounce on it, So Zimbabwe, which was my name when I was 2-3 years old, Zimbabwe, Tuffy, and Tuffy Bird. Then was my names between 2 and 6. So Zimbabwe, mom left pops around 6. So Zimbabwe, I'd already had that, that type of identity instilled in me, reggae. My dad and my uncles and them, what I mean? They was Rastafarian pimp type, player type niggas, you know what I mean? Niggas that wore cowboy hats and boots and, leathers and shit. But
I remember you thought you was the shit with your little French braids, hair hella long. I remember you thought you was the shit.
Right. So, long story Bach, long Barua Bach, man. If I could sum it up and just put it, the seeds was planted young. I'd like to say that the beat of the drum come before I was born from my ancestors, but the ones who really capped it off and popped it, man, was my teachers. By the time I hit about 2nd and 3rd grade, they knew I was way advanced. They knew I should have been 2 grades ahead, and they nurtured me. They let me do what I do. So every class from then on, I just was relegated to corners and shit, because they didn't have a curriculum for me. I was able to look through the libraries and all the books in the back and take book homes and just, what I mean, and compete and be in all the different programs. So by the time I hit 4th grade, I had a teacher, I won't say her name. I had a teacher, man. It was a white lady with black kids, and she basically became my teacher. You don't belong here. Your mom won't let us put you up for 2 years. We've been trying to let you put you up 2-3 days. So what you can do is this. And she hit me to a comic book collection called Stolen Legacy, I believe it was. And that's when I first learned. That's why I became a people's historian. Was around that time within that same sphere, Mr. Arlington, who became Mr. Ayo, Mr. Ezekiel Ayo, becoming Afrocentric from a militant, military type dude, clean cut military, to the Afrocentric kente cloth cat, Mr. Ayo. I became one of his students, and from there, I continued on that course from there. All the different programs that they had in school, like Reading Rainbow, Royal Reader, 4-H. We integrated.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is the correlation between all of us meaning all of us, the fam, and you know what I'm talking about. What do we have in common? Why we all still bonded from the 90s and 2000s all the way to now?
Well, those who on deck and on board and is still here right now, I would say.
Let me hit you right back.
I would say, being in them catacombs, it's a certain level of fire that's applied to them catacombs. It's a certain level of uniform once you're in them plantations, But those who came through repressor, I can touch on so many different, bases. But y'all talk about them ghost hunting that place. Y'all talk about all the spirits that hunt that place. But listen, all the stuff that you got to fight against in that place, being in your backyard, so close to your home. The identity, that's pretty much our pen, So that pen that I've been to 3 times, for certain form certain relationships that have been unbreakable no matter where you went throughout the system because of the structure that is kind of,
But you have to have a certain chassis though. You have to have a certain chassis to embrace them type of principles.
Right.
Some people got a black heart already.
Intellect. If I can just say this, intellect, bro. The intellectual type motherfuckers, man, that was into rap, that was into females as player shit, that was into standing on their own, who had to go through a lot of stuff on their own by the time we bumped into each other. The Teddy B's, the Willie D's, the Chiefs, all of us had to pretty much either stand on our own, rock with the whole thing. And like I say, we created specific relationships based on intellect, bro. That's why we call each other comrades. I remember
sitting at the table. I remember sitting at the table with you, letting you hear my music, and you was like, "Wow, that's what's up. That's dope." It was me, you, and Will.
Right. Right. But you gassy, bro. I'm happy you done stepped your stuff, because for a minute I was worried. I say, okay, he caught his stuff back up, because for a minute you was kind of way ahead of your time. Then they came with a whole new ism out here, a whole new wave. Thea's Pure Air created a whole new wave of rhyming everywhere. The Migos came out. Rap just got real high speed.
Do you know that, like, everybody has like something or a regret that haunts them, like a ghost? And because you know me, you know how inspired I was when it came to music. Like, you done been next to me and seen my heart beating fast because I seen a group of people rapping and I couldn't wait to get over there and jump in.
Right. And
that motivation right there make a motherfucker feel he gonna be the next Tupac, but a combination of something entirely different. And that's why I was so different.
You the next bitch, though.
And then to lose it. Lose it. Like, not to lose the ability to put them words together, because I understood then that this is a moment and I need to write as much as I can. But to know I put all that effort in and to have it taken away.
Yeah. Did you hear me though? You had tablets after tablets after tablets, bruh. I couldn't believe the amount of rap that you wrote could put in your fucking brain, dog, and could just go back. Just okay, I can do citrus for hours. How many? And cause see, you gotta remember, bro. You used to come to my cell when I was on that first tier, and we smoked through them bars every cell I was in, but well, not everyone, but I stayed in the same place a lot of time. But man, we would blow, and it was that citrus, man. He'd say, "Are you a Citrus fan?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah." Yeah, man. But yeah, man. See, I say all that. I highlight that to say this, blood. I wrote my last rap, but by that time, I had written my last official rap, full rap, in '98. So I stopped writing raps. I started writing books, in 2003 from a poem that I wrote in '98 called Teenage Love. That's my first novel comes from that book. But got into poetry, spoken word, and so from there I was just a freestyler, just like today, But I keep talking about writing that rap, man. I haven't written a rap since the '90s.
Just in case they don't know, how many years did you do?
I did 19 years and 10 months.
19 years and 10 months.
Yeah, I got out early. But you know, I gave my first year clean, my last year, bro. I did 19 years dirty. You know, 2 write-ups a year, whole trips every, you know, that's how I did my time, bro. You know, I didn't like to do it like that towards the end of it, but by that time it was just different. You know what I mean? I bit off some more than I can chew. You know, when you're a leader, motherfuckers always gonna challenge you. When you're a leader, you motherfuckers always gonna put you out there to be a leader. And when you're a leader, you always got problems. So by the time I hit my late 80s, my prime, as Simba called it, you know what I mean? You know, I was a big bruh by then, you know what I mean? But I still continued to be active. I wasn't a big brother that fell back because I had niggas like Tone Allen and Walter Anderson, you know what I mean?
That leads me to this question. This question I'm about to ask.
All right.
What how put it? What was going through your mind when you went from the transition from Boule to Shabaka? Like, cause that's like changing. That's like saying, there's a lot that came with being Boule. That's like laying a part of you to rest. What was that process like?
Man, okay. Is we gonna long Baru Abaka this, or we gonna get a show for the Dirty Nation?
Hey, you know what? I'm so determined to bring out substance and knowledge right now, and you my loved one, and you know how to go there, and because we've done it many times. And if other people got to witness us go there and talk some real knowledge shit, it might be something that I was missing every time I brought somebody else on. But I know how to zone with my brother, though.
Right. Well, I just was talking about you. Well, I just found the video where I'm talking about you on YouTube. Well, I'm talking about us on YouTube and about the Kwanzaa thing. Remember, you got in my ear like, bro, what's really the business? And I might be Chanfu this year, and we built whatever you was on. Had a bunch of little, you know, you was on there. You know, I ain't gonna go too much in this player talk, but you was on, you know, and I'm like, okay, good, bro. And I went and wrote an essay, came back, distributed amongst the people. We did Kwanzaa that year or whatever. I think I might have, if I didn't go to the hole before the Kwanzaa came, I don't know. But I'll go back to this, man. You was asking about how did I come into the Afrocentricity, the militant, revolutionary, all that. Well, it was a thing. A lot of people contributed to it and provided the platform for me to do that. You know, I don't take too much credit to myself. Back then, they said Assalamu Alaikum. Back then, they sold Final Calls and the rap. They wore medallions. So it was like the culture and stuff to kind of be like that in the late 80s anyway. But right before I met you. But
damn, hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Me and you was friends when people was wearing Malcolm X shirts and crisscross pants and cross colors. Damn,
the last years of that, you know what I mean? And I just made a post today about that, talking about that black by popular demand shirt that Ice Cube got on. But anyhow, I digress, man. Mr. Ayo, Mr. Zikiwe Tahikiwe Wayo, man. Daughter Naila, wife Uma, whatever, Umi Khadija, I think. Mr. Ayo took control of the MESA program. He took control of the GATE program, was gift and talented education. MESA was math, engineering, science achievement. He took control of the Saturday school program that they had going on out there at Del Paso Elementary School, man. And this cat is the dude who in his Afrocentric side school, you know, teaching my brother Marche, and Marche coming back talking this shit, knew Africa countries by heart. Africa, Algeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burundi, Chad, Djibouti, Egypt, all the way to Zaire, Zimbabwe. So my brother knew that and fucked me up with it. Then I said, hold on, I really got to meet this Mr. Ayo that had his kids marching at first like militants, but now, so he gave me the name Shabaka. He had us all study and choose names. Of course, Shabaka, that's the Shabaka stone. He the dude who the white people acknowledge as being a black king. He was a Kushite, a Sudanese, a Nubian, and he was part of the dynasty that basically kicked the last, you know, boom, to them white people that was coming into Africa, man, the Greeks, the Romans, and all of them. That's Shabaka. That song, Rosetta Stone, the Rosetta, the food found, the French cat went and found to translate English and all these different languages into whatever. Rosetta is actually the Shabaka stone. So I took that name actually in 4th grade. Shabaka, the homegirls start calling me Kool-Aid, the Tongan fifth grade. The homegirl Maria Kavaka start calling me Kool-Aid.
Hey,
Yeah.
look. I think
Right.
I just spoke on Maria. Maria was 6'1". in junior high school. 6'1". I knew about her and David too, but that's a different story. Hey, man, look, before I forget, you was in the class when Lanani pushed me out the chair and was about to get on me. She told me the whole Booyah tribe. I mean, she didn't even tell me. She something beat your ass after school. Some of these people know. Like, I told them when I got punked by a girl, she was a Tongan girl named Lanani. I shot her in the eye with a pencil lead, and she came up and pushed me out my chair. I fell flat on my back, and she said, I'm beating your ass after school. I was scared. I thought the Booyah tribe was going to be there.
At that time, she probably could have got you, Dirt. I ain't going to lie. The next year,
probably got me, Hell yeah.
Then he was a tomboy. I mean, I hate to use that, but she was aggressive tomboy, and she used to fight motherfuckers, and she had to fight motherfuckers off from trying to take that pussy because, you know, she had to. Man, that's my homegirl. That's my road dog. We was in gymnastics together. That's my nigga. For real on the bed. So, but yeah, man, I remember that. She was going to get you, boy.
Man,
you know?
hey, I was scared. I went the other way. I went the long way. I didn't even catch the bus.
On everything, I remember. Scary nigga. Nah, but the next year though, it wouldn't have been because you got your growth spurt like that summer or something like that, man. You was kind of late in your growth spurt. I was too, but you know, I didn't need growth spurt. I had a gun, nigga.
I left the next year. I left the next year and went to Foothill.
Yeah, Raphael, all them. I know the business. That's where all the females was. I forgot about that. You bringing me back, but let me just say this. So I became Shabaka and Kool-Aid around the same time. You know, in 5th grade, man, figuring stuff out, deciding I'm gonna be a P baby, no matter where mama got me. You know, but loving my villain niggas. That's my safe zone, my you know, my haven. Of course, Shepherd, my Nogales niggas and shit. You know, they fuck with me. They, you know, because based on their different interactions with the dudes who hate us the most, which happened to be Elm Street. Love my Elm niggas today. Just posted one today. Les. You know, was that his son? My little niece graduation, his son. You know, it's tradition and we all love each other, you know. But at that time, it was real spunky. So I started to say, going through my stuff, and by the time I was in like 6th, 7th grade, you know what I mean, Shabaka was my secret life, and Kool-Aid was becoming my public, you know what I mean, my public domain. And those two basically got divorced when I really started getting whopping on shit in junior high. So many people didn't know Shabaka by the time you met me. I'm gonna tell you, I came back to Shabaka around the time I hit the pen in Corcoran. You know what I mean? I was, you know, but even then it was still hard because niggas always knew me as Kool-Aid. Boule, even to this day, niggas see me, I go to the big park, Boule. It's still that to this day. I still am Boule, you know what I mean? But it still took me several years before I really got motherfuckers to call me Shabaka in the pen because, like I said, I was always Boule. Oh, this the homie Boule. This homie Kool-Aid. Oh, this cool. Well, Shabbat, you know, and all that type shit.
See, and I asked you because I remember you was vigilant about, like, don't call me Boule no more.
Yeah,
like,
that's another time.
And you was vigilant about that. And whenever you change something, that's how it is. You gotta be vigilant about it once you change it.
Right, because my name was growing, bro, and I didn't want nobody to be able to take credit for my, you know, niggas been taking credit for shit in life. That's what happened with all the real ones, bro. But at the same time, when you're talking about this career I'm building, that I'm putting my name and my life on the line for, I didn't want nobody to be able to claim it. So if you notice, only niggas that know me really call me Baka, because outsiders know of the Baka family and this, they was a CYA with Tredaria and Neftali and all them. So, but it just so happened, just like with niggas resistance to calling me Shabaka and calling me Boule, niggas was resistant to not chop my name up and call me Baka or Shaka instead of Shabaka. You know what I mean? But you know, it was always a struggle, and it's still a struggle, you know. But that's why I be all of those different things. I'm all of that, you know. And
that's right.
You know, yeah.
Hey,
man.
I said in one of the lives the other day, I said I'm everything. I'm everybody who I was.
Man, that's what I was gonna tell them boys that was asking you them stupid ass questions, man. About if you done changed, about if you done changed, and if you done different, and if you feel, look, everybody. Okay, I'll go this, man. I'm getting excited. All of us are the same person that we always been. It's just we tighten up, we learn. Some of us get wise, and me, I'm still in transition, bro. I'm still trying not to be 16 because I love being 16. You know, most of us do. Most men love being young and youth. You
know
what I mean?
Do you have kids?
Huh?
Do you have biological kids?
No, I don't, bro. I don't got no biological kids, and you know that's a whole nother story. But it takes a nation to build. It takes a village to raise a child, and so I got plenty of cheering that I love, and you know maybe I have some. Hopefully, I have some by the 4th of July next year or something. You know what I mean? Or have a woman that's pregnant by the 4th of July next year or something, or maybe Kwanzaa 2030 or something. It don't matter when it comes, bro. But I'm alive. You know what I mean? So when it happened, if it happened, it's gonna be Gucci. You know what I mean? I'm a big brother. I got a little sister that's 5. You know, I got an auntie that's, you know what I mean, 13, 14.
I'm gonna say
you know?
Von, you, and Young Dirt have something in common. Like
What's
they
that?
so rare of a unicorn that people never see that. They really don't. Especially the average person been out here, so they've been able to like lay seed, but to see people that old and not have no kids, that right there, I used to tell people like I'm the biggest kid I know. But once and trust me, now that I'm raising a girl, I know that you give a piece of yourself away as you raise that girl.
Right, I'm still here. Trying to get some better lighting up in this motherfucker.
Oh man, you good?
All right. Yeah, man. You know, it's a blessing to be I think sound like I got some water running back there for all this time we've been here, man. Water. Hold on, real quick, really.
It might be my fan. All right. Almost. I hope.
Yeah.
In the perfect world, I hope when I go inside, I smell food. Hey, Bach.
Yeah.
I'm glad you hit the link.
Well, you know, man. You know, it's like you didn't try to get me on a couple times. You even tried this once before. It's just like I don't never be ready. Like right now, I was naked. You know what I mean? It's hot. You know what I mean? I don't wear clothes in the house in the bondo. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah. But you can't let that be the reason. You can put on a shirt. You know what I mean? And you know, just don't stand up like that commercial. You know what I mean? And holler at your boy. You know? And yeah, man, it's good, man. Power to the people. You know, my name is Shabaka. You know, Black Remino, Harper. You know, sometime a Safo, and you know.
Hey, and you be in the comments too, just in case like they don't see you.
Yeah, man. You know, and I be changing up my different profiles and stuff. So you see me over the years, and you know, supporting Dirty Nation under different names, but it's all the Bach dude, the Maroon Goon, you know, Kwanzaa Line of St. Kofa, you know what I mean? My many different handles, Zimbabwe, you know, but it's the Baka nigga, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you met him?
No, I haven't. What's up with it, bro? I've seen him on the show. Yeah, nice to meet you, Kana.
Big bad homeboy. Gracias.
Yes,
nice
sir.
to meet you too.
Most definitely, man. Likewise. Yeah,
so
man.
What name will I recognize for you? Since you said you got a bunch of them.
Right now, I think we rocking Zimbabwe, Black Remino.
I think I've heard that one.
Yeah. I think.
You said another one a minute ago that I remember.
Yeah.
Baka.
Yeah. Zimbabwe.
Hey, Bach, there was a time when I didn't have all I had was stories. That's all I had.
Yeah.
And when them stories came to life.
I'm happy to be in a couple of them, bro. And you know, I'm in even some of them that you don't know because everybody don't know everything, and they don't need to, bro. You know, but yeah. I'm very thankful for this platform you created. Of course, I encourage you, and you came to me. You know, initially I was still in the bean, like, bro. You know, I want to tell that story, man. Do your thing, bro. And you done paid it forward. You done brought other people, you know what I mean, on along this path and basically built this genre. And I'm, you know what I mean, I can't wait to put my best foot forward. You know what I mean, and do my own little ism and my, you know, and it's like last time I seen you with Thunder, before the last time you said, you know I created that China Hill, right? And you looked at me at the side, I said, yeah, I know you did, boy. You know what I mean? I know you did, man. Yeah, so it's like
oh man, and guess what?
What?
The reason why I named that group China Hill with all the homies,
right,
is guess what? Because that's the closest to freedom I felt the whole time I was in prison.
Yeah.
Being on China Hill up there sitting on the flagpole where the flagpole is, looking down on the yard. Y'all looking like ants, and I could see freedom. I could see folks in California. I could see the water. I could see all type of shit being up there on China Hill. That was the closest I felt to being free, even though I was in prison. That's why I named it that.
Right. And I remember because we was on the phone. We was on the phone a couple nights before that, you know what I mean, talking about it, man. And you know, you set it off, man, and you know, me, Chief, and made me one of the things, but just trying to hear you know, I work uphill. What's the uphill one?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hate to decline this call, man. You know, but look, anyway, look, so you know, I work uphill a little bit with, you know, Bowie up in the furniture and this, that, and the third, but I never worked on China Hill officially unless I was doing some other thing. But the story I request is, you know, to glorify us having clashes, not to say that, you know, clashes really had any, you know, ultimate losers, because, you know, real motherfuckers gonna do their thing in any situation, man. And all the situations, whether it was us against them and them against us, or however it was, you know, black on black, it was always those who stepped up, you know what I mean, to the mark. So I want to hear the story about if you was there, because I know y'all was bellies, about when we ran them fades, man. And when I say we, I'm talking about Chief. I'm talking about
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That would qualify as one of the stories that you was there for, but I probably didn't know because you asked that question.
Right.
And that was when the San Jose, the homie was in the cell with the San Jose dude, and he punched on him in the cell, and we came out, and it was something about some shoes that somebody had took.
Right.
So we figured out the best way to resolve the situation was line it up.
Line this motherfucker up.
And
you know, right?
And Chief went to the lower yard, got on
your back. And Chief,
and the last one was Moody Rue. And I heard Moody Rue back in. But Moody Rue and they brought their hitter from San Jose. Right in front of me and Chief Seal. And I'm gonna say that's still probably one of the best fights I ever seen in my life. That was two young hogs with no big in them. No way, no how. That was impressive.
Right.
Hey, I respected Moody Rue so much from that day forward. He might tell me nothing. Hey, look, and he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He just stepped up for being a young hog.
We got to far as age, whatever. And that's
Big Bad. Hey, Big Bad, he walked up. He said, "This the nigga I'm fighting." He was like, "Yeah." It took off.
Yeah. And they did their thing, though. Didn't you know what I mean? They did, you know how it's supposed to be, man.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it was so many tears in Old Folsom. Anything can happen on any tier.
Hey, but now Chief and the homie, then they owe me some money too. From the Ridge, from Fruit Ridge. Beast, was it Beast?
Huh.
Chief and Beast.
Yeah, that was my fade. You know that? I didn't tell. Chief came on and told the story.
I was in the hole.
That was my fade because he had to go. They
was walking me across the yard from the hole, bro, when the shit got pipped off. And them dudes were fighting so hard, I swear I ain't never heard the prison rumble like that, bro. You can hear the prison rumble. And them niggas was, I didn't even know. It was like these grown men fighting. These grown men fighting. These grown men fighting right here, boy.
Hey, Bach, look.
Yeah.
I was about to go out, right? To get him. I turn around, Chief outside the cell and locked the door and locked me in the cell. And then
I remember that.
About like 5, 6, 7 minutes later, I hear the alarm and Chief out there thumping. He ain't waste no time either.
No, he didn't.
That was really my fade. Chief took that fade.
Frick your ass up.
Hey, but surprisingly, I don't know, he must have knew from playing basketball. Surprisingly, Beast had a little behind. You know, that's why you can't never really judge nobody's personality and they demeanor. You know what I mean? Because just see this player shit. Sometimes motherfuckers get it mistaken for weakness. The niggas will smile and talk, "Oh, cool, all right, bro." Sometimes you can get that mixed up, bro. Because I was in a couple of things with him. You know, I was there when he got you know, with the IE boy, you know, down there in the thing. But I got maced up and all that shit. That's when I lost the phone. Had, you know, but anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Hey,
but
Bot,
one love
hey,
for that
Bot.
nigga.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bot,
Yeah.
do you know that when you hit the ground and that bundle rolled toward me, and I put my it wouldn't stop. It just kept
Let
rolling.
me tell you a secret. Go ahead, excuse me.
Hey, but look, it just kept on rolling. And when I put my foot on it, I'm gonna tell you what, blood. I had no idea what the fuck I was about to do. Sometimes they say the best plan is
The universe. The universe, bro.
I had no idea what the fuck I was about to do. All I know is
man.
I was not about to move my foot.
Allah, man.
As they came around searching, I was like, I'm just gonna stand up and pivot. Yeah. And next thing you know, it was Nutcase Lee from Oakland. Nutcase Lee was like, hey, y'all good? Niggas was like, no. That nigga fell out. Said, oh, my heart. That nigga fell out. Nigga, I must have stuck that shit up there with nothing. Nigga, that's the God's honest truth. I stuck that up there. I did what I had to do for your life.
One love, bro. One love, King, on everything. Hey, but let me tell you this, what you didn't know, bro. Because you couldn't know, because you know you had just came off Potty Wash, I think, right before that. And they put me on Potty Wash for that run. And so it was a while before I seen you. And then I came out, I went and sit with the little Watson nigga. But anyway, we got real active on that tier. But anyway, I ain't gonna toot my own horn. You know, we living in the present, man. You know, it ain't what you did, it's what you're doing right now. So I'm gonna just say this, bro. As I ran across that motherfucker, right? And I came to the stop, and I heard, what's up with the dynamite? And I heard him say stop. Hey,
that was Chief, bro. That was Chief.
Yeah, right.
Chief
I
was
know.
the one that said the
I know.
Babylonians.
I heard it. That's my comrade. You know,
that you don't know, because everybody don't know everything, and they don't need to, bro. You know, but
hey,
Dynamite, you got to turn off the back screen because it's echoing.
Peace to the God. What's up with Damu? Hey.
What's up, Dynamite? What's good with you, homie?
What's up with the Damu? What's happening on everything, though?
What's that? Hey, Hey, Dynamite, you got an echo.
Before the last time you said you knew.
My nigga,
two windows open. Probably just close the YouTube window and leave open the StreamYard.
Or turn the TV off to the
background. It's good now.
Okay.
Hey, so look. So check it out, Brody. I ain't told y'all this though, right? But as I'm coming to that stop, I only got a couple minutes to prone out, couple seconds rather, to prone out.
Did you hear him shooting at you?
Oh, of course. You know what I mean? Shit, I seen them bouncing, you know what I mean? On the real, they was trying to pop a nigga, man. You know, we had a long conversation, me and the Goon Squad, about that later. What you running, what in, and how fast are you, man? I'm a long distance runner, man, you know. But anyway.
Not faster than a Mini 14, or?
Nah, they was busting the blocking, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, it just one of them things, want a wing and a prayer, you know what I mean? It wasn't supposed to happen like that. My young dude from Richmond, you know, shot to Draco, said, man, you all right, big bro? I said, yeah. And usually I would be, you know what I mean? But, you know, I wasn't at that time. So when
with the block gun or what? They got you with that
block gun? They nicked me with one of them motherfuckers, man, on my shin, man. They shot a couple of people though. They shot my partner, Bad Luck.
Hey, Big Bad, he the one where I was telling a story that they started shooting. He said, I'm hit.
Yeah.
Hey, that motherfucker hurt though.
Yep, they hit Lucky, Bad Luck. I was mad about that.
But that was my comrade. If you ain't careful.
Hey, oddly enough though, that was my comrade. That was one of my. That's the reason why we're going to the thing with Beast when we end up getting into it. That's the reason why I went down like that, because I was in with the IE Riverside boys. Plus, they was our neighbors. If you remember, they was right next to Sac area. So anyway, but as I stop and I'm, you know, finna prone out basically, I had 1 second to scan, and I scanned, and I seen my comrades. You know what I mean? And I knew it was gonna be trouble no matter which way it went. But I took a chance. I took a leap. I knew Simba's situation, and I knew your situation, and I took a chance. I looked at these other.
You had to trust. You had to trust.
Them other niggas turned their heads though. Hey, them other niggas that I looked at turned their heads too though. You know what I mean? So that was the thing, right? Is fling, and I ain't never had a fling so good in my life. I ain't never threw a pitch so good in my life, man. With the right type of lightness on it. With the so-called lightness on it. Everything stopped. And I had to flick that bitch, right? And thank God you was there, bruh. Because, you know, they was striking niggas out back then. The laws hadn't changed yet, you know?
Yeah.
The laws hadn't changed yet, man.
Goddamn petty theft to get you fucking life sentence back then.
Right. But, you know, shout out to my nigga Ansar O'Shea, because I knew it was going to be controversial, because I only seen my 1P nigga was Dynamite. I didn't want him in that situation, and I seen Dirt, right? So I'm like, okay, bam, I already know how these thirsty niggas is out here on this yard. Not saying, but it's always separation and shit over bullshit ass crumbs. That's what they call the crabs in the bucket. No disrespect, but that's why they call it that. But shouts to my nigga Ansar O'Shea. He one of the few niggas from the north that I call big homie and big bruh. You know, not saying I ain't got plenty of big bros and big homies from the north and the south, but he one of the ones that earned that, man, because he wasn't going.
I'm gonna tell you.
He wasn't going for that.
Hey, bro, because he told the police he don't know what happened.
Go ahead, man.
On everything, Simba. On everything. What you drinking, bruh?
This some White Claw and some rum.
He said White Claw.
But look, man, we've been live and direct though, man, for a minute, man, a couple of hours and shit, man.
Hey, I'm glad you hit the link, on everything.
Oh, we're gonna have to do it again, bro. You know, your boy like to get dipped and shaved up and dapper, man. You know what I mean? So you know, sis might be watching, man. My future wife and baby mama, son might be online or something. You feel me? So yeah.
Hey, Dynamite. The topic is independence. Like real independence.
A BB for Hodier.
So for me, I came home 2013, 4th of July. That was my independence from the belly of the beast. So for you, do you have a connection to the 4th of July?
My comrade.
Of course I do, right?
You got a son now, especially.
I barbecue and family, but I'm not big on the red, white, and blue though.
Do you feel? Hey, what about this? How do you feel about fireworks? Do you feel like it's wrong to have that childish delight to light fireworks? To light them?
Oh,
or are you somebody that can just kick back and watch them? And that's
I can do both. I can do both. I was lighting them night before last, acting a fool for my niece and nephews. But look here, fireworks is understandable because all of America's heroes are shooters and bombers and exploders and destroyers, right? So fireworks is extremely suitable.
So you saying it's in our roots before we was born?
Who's the we that you speak of? Who's the we, Bert?
Everybody that has that childish delight about fireworks.
Things that go boom.
So you mean every dude that has a fucking dick and balls?
Hey,
I don't know any men that don't like to shoot shit and blow shit up.
Exactly.
Especially men that were deprived of that for a good amount of time. You know
hey, Dynamite, I still got bottle rockets. I still got bottle rockets from 2016.
Like that.
Motherfucker think a fucking smoke grenade in the cell extraction is fucking 4th of July and shit.
Every time.
Yeah, a bomb was an instrument. A bomb was an instrument used to heat up water and make Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
But ain't you happy? Ain't you happy we didn't come up in the era of the zip gun though? I mean, they still had them. They still had the technology, but
hey, I was pretty desperate a while back. I almost had to make one. Fuck.
Man,
not too far back either.
But we reached the point we was having money and shit to where we could have had them whatever we wanted up in that motherfucker, and some did. You know what I mean?
They was there, right? I mean, not really, but and like you said, not in really the fucking time frame. You know what I mean? But I mean, they weren't unheard of. They weren't unheard of.
Right.
All right, Dynamite, it's your turn. Okay. Question of substance. What was it what's the correlation amongst the homies? And when I say the homies, I don't even gotta describe it. I'm just the homies that all bonded together in that period and all respect each other. What is the correlation other than prison?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. The best way I can describe that is RBG, right? Revolutionary but gangster. We were all, we all came up in a time when both of those things were important, right? And a lot of those teachings, like say, are you familiar with the term zeitgeist?
Zeitgeist?
Zeitgeist. It's a word that describes it like an era, right?
Yeah, I'm hip to it.
Right. So we came up on, you know what I'm saying? We came up in a time when like having a solid team was important, having friends was important. Like all the stuff that has legs or stuff or things that were paramount in the time when we were coming up, right? As opposed to now, you have to like describe your friends in a whole different way, because it
doesn't mean anything anymore.
It doesn't mean anything. My day one or my woo or my nigga from the jump or whatever, right? And the cold part about it, every punk I know was somebody's day one.
You know what I'm saying? Killers lock it up every day.
Yeah. Every snitch I know was somebody's real nigga at one time.
That's what I'm trying to say. I try to tell that all the time. You know what I mean,
motherfucker? Bro. It don't last forever.
When someone tells you, "Oh, he's solid," I'm like, man, that's just fucking killers lock it up.
He was solid a long time ago, right? I be telling people sometimes, like say I'll be in a picture with somebody that didn't checked out, man, or whatever, right? And I always say, like say when they say something about the person in the picture, I'll be like, I don't know what's up with dude now, but this motherfucker I'm in the picture with was solid.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what happened afterwards. I'm saying, but at this particular moment, this cat was solid. But I'm not writing no letters to PC because I don't care how you're doing.
And at the time that you say that man was solid, he was. And that's just it. You know what I mean? So when people tell you that, like so-and-so solid, they mean it. Motherfucker is solid. But, hey, doesn't mean, you know what I mean?
You know what, though? And you know what? When you give somebody that title, literally, you have to have seen all their faces or as many faces more than the average human can show on a regular basis out here. Because in there, there's nowhere to go.
Cool. That's why this old nigga shit is cool. This OG shit is cool because you've seen everybody 1,000 times already. I can smell
My opinion is nobody knows what they're cut out for until you're 6 months to the house and you get that kite that your fucking celly's got to go. You know what I mean? That's when you know what you're fucking. That's when you know what you're fucking cut out for. You know what I mean, or not? You know, because if that don't get her done, then fucking. If that don't get you fucking locking it up, then nothing will. You know what I mean? So that's the worst case scenario right there.
One thing I like about the show Dirt, since I've been peeping it like as of late, as of recently, should I say, is that we got a particular worldview. You talked about our connections. I mean, Of course, your comrade and a lot of your guests tend to come from a particular cloth of, warrior class. But without bruh, we wouldn't be able to see different worldviews, man. Without different cats that ain't from our our camaraderie, our unification. If you didn't have that, because the thing about it is different. It's different spheres of truth. It's different spheres of truth. Say what, bro?
That's the kind of like the pride of this show right here, is that it's diversity, and not just diversity with ethnicity, but with fucking affiliations. You know what I mean? Like,
I think if I would have started with my comrades first, I think that it might have shied people away, because we all have, as you see, we all have big voices. So now that I did it the way in reverse, now it's a big enough platform for these big voices to all find their individuality and make their imprint.
Right. Because you one of the few men that can, speak to me a certain type of way. You know what I mean? We gonna keep it professional because we know we got company, but it's like you already you know what it is with us. You know what I mean? We know what it is with us. In other words, we don't even really gotta speak. We just can roll, and we know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm happy you did it like that too, bro. You know what I mean? Because look the way it's happening. And you said something interesting to me a couple days ago about the brother who had got out and got all these different followers. I ain't even been in the mind state of followers until you brought that up. Because I ain't really been in the mind state of making money off this. I always feel that my message ain't gonna be observed and embraced except by those of my same ilk and secret class and those who ain't even born yet. You feel me? That's where I be feeling, but that ain't where the money at. You can't get no money sitting there preaching.
The money ain't in limiting yourself. That's
the money's in the Hollywood fakery shit, the shit that we don't fucking do. You know what I mean? That's where the money's at.
But let's do some of that.
The problem is it's hard, man. It is for me hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's people I just can't be fucking with. Straight up.
Where you from, Kana?
I'm from Los Baños.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I know Los Baños, but I'm in Merced, Madera. What's the
homie name that was on the yard with us from Los Baños?
We had a Pyru homie. We had a Pyru and a Hoover homie.
I've been trying to get Dirk to remember. Man, he might be young, though.
That's my nigga, though. Let me think.
Barry, or was the last name Barry or no?
Well, don't give me the line, as they say, because don't give me the line, as they say, because that do kind of ring a bell. But I'm gonna tell you when you said I'm gonna know it. That was my nigga though, like my real boy. Like
wasn't Marcus Berry, huh?
Huh?
Wasn't a dude named Marcus? Wasn't a dude named Mike, Spider Mike?
Spider Mike. I know a Spider Mike, but no.
Light skin heavy cat.
Oh, light skin heavy dude. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That might be Rudy Berry.
But
I don't know how old. How old are you?
He never really came around the corner.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He was met with hostility.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know what I mean?
He never really came around the corner.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
No, well. I'm talking about the folks. We have like some different little areas, and
yeah,
I found out he was from Merced after he had left.
Yeah,
but he was my dog as well, though.
Well, I fucked with Merced. I was in Merced.
The first cats I met from Merced was the Bushes. It's a family out there called the Bush.
Right.
And they was from Merced. They was from.
Were they Crips?
They was Namus. They was Namus. They was from Bounty Hunter. They was from Bounty Hunter. Merced County Bounty Hunter. And then I met some Merced County Bloods and a bunch of little Young Life cats.
I know them all. My cousin Buddy, he was in Madeira boxing. When like I said, I'm real tapped in. My nigga, what's the food that killed the girl and ate her? Lurch. Okay, so I got a nigga named Lurch. But I got a nigga named Lurch. I got a nigga named Lurch from Fruit Ridge that started one of the blood gangs out there in Merced Gangster Blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Merced Gangster Blood.
I with a lot of them. I actually lived out there. I actually lived out there, to be honest, but But at the same time, going back to Los Banos, we had a homie from Los Banos though that was a Pyru. And
yeah, the French, we used to wear the French braids. I want to say it was like JB, LB.
I don't know. It was two of them, and they had a cousin from Hoover, and they had a cousin from Hoover. Like I said, we did a little business. Like, remember the phone fell off the tier. Matter of fact, that nigga dropped his phone off the tier. Remember that? Nigga dropped his phone off the tier. They yelled down to me. I was on the first tier, dirt. Basically, niggas got DP'd over that one, bro.
Went out there. There's not a lot of Damus right here. You know what I mean? That now there's especially, but back then there was only.
Didn't I ask you what you want to do about it?
Huh?
Then I was like, man, well, shit, man, what you gonna do? Shit, I mean, shit. If you gonna hold it, then I mean, shit.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The only reason I asked you about the shit when I came out, because it shouldn't have been no more, but the boy was out there, you know, trying to put in his case, man. My nigga Boo, man. Niggas got different names for him, Cheeky Eye, Boo, you know.
Boo. Unfortunately, yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's a different thing.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, man, I hate to hear that, but yeah. So, but yeah, them niggas was trying to press, because you know we at the time the Nutcase and the Zillas were together. You know, I just got into it some cases a couple years ago out here in the city, but they all mixed up and confused. I was like, little nigga, thought they was gonna get over on a nigga and jack a nigga for this little jury and shit. And I pressed so hard, but anyway, we still living, we still here. I won't reminisce on that so much. What I'm saying is this: at that time, the Zillas and the Nutcase was together. You know, what's the name? Rest in peace, Mousy Brown had provided a table specifically for the Zillas and for the Nutcases, who, of course, the Nutcases, yeah, and you know, yeah, and I brokered that deal. Of course, I was in the cell with a Kumi at the time, and you know, I stayed with the base sellers and shit. But anyway, so I brokered that, and I got one of Mousy Brown's book to this day that he had gave me during that time. You know, that I kept.
What book?
It's an African book. It's an African book. Visions of Africa type books. It's a book, a literature book. You know, study book. You know what I mean? You know, I'm Lakata too, by the way, nigga. Just so you know, nigga. Don't read that coming in front of your dog. I'm uncut, nigga. But at the same time, I'm not truly uncut because, you know, I'm affiliated, and that means I'm that bridge between the line.
Can I say what I said earlier? You part of the current, but you ain't locked in.
Well, you know, everything ain't for the media, man. Social media, man. You know, I am what I am. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to help you say what I'm saying.
Right. But it's certain levels that it's like almost, I could just say, when I came into it, you didn't tattoo none of that shit on you. When I came into it, you didn't know who was who. You actually, it was such an organization to it. It was like an orchestra. You feel me? I rebelled against it, of course, because I'm from Oak Park Youngblood. No, you can't be from Youngblood, nigga. You gangster blood, nigga. I'm from where I'm from, nigga. I just told you. You know. Anyway, so being that I was like that, it was already like stared back like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool on all that. I'm resisting to all that. The homies done laced me for coming from the county through even before jail, right? But who had it when I got there? You know what I mean? And them dudes, they were slowly but surely teaching us to pass it on to us, and who came right immediately behind us. So it was just like automatically this, that, and the third. So I always said I ain't gonna be part of nothing unless I can put my name on it. So yeah, I put my name on some things, bro. You know what I mean? I got certain cadre and certain, you know what I mean, things that I do and that I rock with, but it ain't traditional. It's eccentric like me. Everything I do is me. I gotta put my spin on it.
I think even Dynamite is probably two of the most revolutionary Oak Park niggas I met out of everybody.
Well, I'm his little bruh, but at the same time, we mirror each other. You know what I mean? His philosophies, like the whole RBG thing. I was on RBG, he was on RBG. We hadn't crossed paths on this go. I ain't seen this nigga since he came home for 2 weeks. I seen him a couple times. He went away for 27 years, but I bumped into him, of course, you know, before that 27 was up. But what I'm saying is, I seen this nigga get out of CYA buffed in a motherfucker to a little kid, of course. You know, good, excited. He come home just like when Killer Dirk came home a couple of times.
Hey, Baga, I got out of prison
Right.
That was
at the prison, yo.
Right.
But niggas was still young. Nigga went so young, he got out so young.
Right. But I say CYA. I said CYA. Yeah, I said CYA. Yeah, but yeah, that nigga came.
Just got out of prison.
Right. Correction. I'm corrected, bro.
Solano.
But you did CYA too, though, right?
No, I did the boys match and shit.
That's right. So yeah, so you
yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I turned 18, I was
older than us.
Oh, I know. I mean, shit. Hell yeah, if he came home from the pen in 94, that tells me I was what, how old in 94? Shit. But that's what I'm saying.
14.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So he was the big homie. He was already young adult, but he was young, and he came home for that little bit of time. And
Dynamite was around OGs though. Shit.
We all was. He was the baby of his crew. I was the baby of my crew, always. That's how revolutionary niggas is. You know, you got to be the baby of the crew, man. Else you ain't nobody. You know, that little nigga with heart. Or they see it when you young. All right, you can come with us. Yeah, he can come. Pass that nigga that drink. Yeah, pass that nigga that.
I think it started with putting the dope sack in my dun-to-duns.
Man, I love y'all niggas, bro. I gotta go. This heifer hit me, bro. She trying to figure out this shit, man. I gotta get to it, man. I gotta make me a beer run and dump this trash, put this trash out. But I love y'all niggas. I just didn't want to leave.
Happy 4th of July.
Man, thank you, bro. Man, to you. Like I say, this is my first year really considering the 4th, but you know, it's Bloody July too. And you know, we brought that back alive. They was gonna let it die. They was gonna let that die.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And nice to meet you, homie.
Look,
hey, stay safe, stay safe out there, brother. I send my
last Bloody July in Folsom. Last Bloody July in Folsom, we went gigantic.
Hey,
football
but look,
games, basketball games. It was cool, bro. Big spreads.
Salutes, man.
Then at the end, my little nigga Judah, his birthday is the 31st. So right at the end,
nigga.
It was, bro.
Oh,
that was the best Bloody July, and I was there when they started.
I just got the vision.
My last one, I got the paperwork right now in my house.
Hey, I think I need a copy because
I got you. It's good.
I think I need a copy.
I got you. That was the best one I ever been to, bro. We did all 31 days, getting spread by the police. All the pigs was tripping, right?
Working out, cadence, all the shit.
They was tripping, bro.
I love it, bro. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Dynamite.
Look. I wanted to say bad. I wanted to say the whole Bloody July. I wanted to be like, okay, I've been to better ones than this, you know, just to get on the youngsters, but I hadn't. It was the best one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro.
Hey, between the two of y'all, two scholars, please let us enlighten the guests because you know I got worldly brothers. So, what is Bloody July?
Go ahead, Baco.
Okay, well, and I basically could damn near verbatim read the script because I was there when it was created. The first year of Bloody July was after continuous lockdowns, continuous slams, and riots and disturbances throughout the system. Members out here in Corcoran of the Blood community decided to come together and make a stand.
Man just left me in Pelican Bay.
Exactly. So they come down there, and it was the lockdown. I want to say of '98, where the brothers came through and established it. It was some brothers that was done the paperwork, but I will tell you this: it was some brothers that created multiple movements, multiple adjudicants to the tradition, and that's Brother J. Joe Valentine. I say his name because
I love him.
So
right, my thing is this here. You know, a lot of cats. You know what I'm saying? You have some cats that be like, "Well, man, that's hey, check this out, man. Everything is paperwork." And
they don't know J-Nay though. I say you don't know J-Nay.
And everybody's politics, right? If you're in prison and you're walking on the main line, you're politics.
Right.
Of course.
Right. So, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm not 916, but I am.
That's where it all takes place.
Right.
916 was the best.
Well, I love 916, right? 916 is cool. I'm not a 916 nigga, but I love 916.
Right.
I love sack cats. I'm not a sack nigga. I'm a P nigga, right? But I love sack niggas and all that, man, because, man, I'm talking about we've been through some shit every single day for decades. You can't water that down.
Right. Exactly.
Look, check this out, man. I had some young cats. We get into a riot. with Sereno, 2010. I had some young motherfuckers, man, from the Bay. I'm talking about, I used to hear them niggas over there rapping, and I used to be like, man, why don't you niggas shut up? All kind of, I'm talking about, I just came from the 4 yard, so I'm on some disrespectful ass shit with young niggas, right? I'm just turning into an old nigga, so it's like I don't really know how to.
You was grumpy than the motherfucker.
Yeah, right. I don't really know how to do
like, what that nigga sipping on, blood? Oh, that nigga, you know, he on his T-shirt, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
So these same motherfuckers used to be like, man, why don't you niggas shut up? Man, bro, when he got cracking, them little niggas, man, ran out there to that
Rio, them bloody water.
Like,
bloody water.
Big homie.
Hey,
Jesse James, James, Trav, N.O., all them niggas, nigga. You know what time it is.
Hey, Dynamite. Do you know Ja be on here too, right?
What Ja?
Oh, that's my friend, Elijah Metafield.
Okay. What else might go?
Yep, I done seen him out here. Got a beautiful wife, got a beautiful team. He out here working. You know, let me conclude.
Yesterday I touched bases with Dre and Don Mo.
That's what's up, man.
I told my nigga Don Mo, right? I'm like, look here, man. I didn't like the way that we separated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Y'all niggas make me happy, blood.
I love that little nigga, right?
Right.
You know, and you know, but we're tribal people from time to time.
Right.
Right? We're tribal people. And you know, when we can recognize, hey man, sometimes, you know, you do your thing, I do, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do your thing, we do our thing, and sometimes our things clash. But let's bounce back to being cool, man, if we can, right? And no prison on earth would run without that kind of understanding.
Right. You know what? Hey, you know what, Dynamite? The reason why that works is because he know what side of the tracks he on.
What do you mean?
Like he know what side of, like he know. Like he know you over there, he over there, but we still cool. And then if that ain't cool, you know what side of the track you know.
May the best man win. Go into your corners.
There's a saying that Israelis and Palestinians use, right? Good fences make good neighbors. Right? Have good fences, man. Right? And fences might be, nigga, it's certain shit you can't say to me. Right? There's certain shit y'all can't come around this corner and sweat us about. Right? One of you niggas came over here. What the fuck all y'all coming? Just whatever. There's look, I want to talk to y'all about this. Because we hear this shit all the time, right? And I didn't check so many goddamn pigs in 115 hearings about this shit, and even in private, because you know I was on the yard crew for 9 years.
Right.
That respect shit. Right? We hear this fucking bullshit. Everybody thinks it's cool, you know. Hey man, all you need is respect. Get this out. Learn how to not disrespect other people. That's respect. I just learned how not to disrespect you. That's not the same thing. Like, say, for instance, if I know you a motherfucker that think I'm 3/5 human being, how in the fuck can I respect you? Right? I'm tolerating you. I'm walking by. You may get some daps or whatever the fuck, right? But that's not respect. Yeah. I'm just disrespecting you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because people say that prison runs by respect. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It runs by learning how to not disrespect people.
That's a good one.
Facts. Thank you.
That's a good one.
That's what I say all the time. You don't got to earn my respect. You got to earn my disrespect.
I think, you know what? I think learning not to disrespect, come with a more of a level of maturity than disrespecting somebody. Disrespecting somebody come with a lot of immaturity. But learning to not disrespect somebody come with a lot of maturity.
Hey, y'all know y'all nigga Baca, man. I hate the term devil's advocate. I hate the term devil's advocate, man.
It's cool.
When two of my niggas cast it, I'm trying to see the middle ground or the ripples that come from it, man. You know, and that's all on point. I will say this though, man. We was raised on how to disrespect a motherfucker right too, though. And that's what I like, bro. That was politics. And that was diplomacy, bro. You know what I mean? What are we gonna do? Yo, play on you. Next play on you. Okay, boom. And that's really what happened with that thing with the white boy. After so many plays was made, Shabaka don't like to be waiting too many nights. I don't like to. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to sleep tonight. You know, because I didn't sleep good last night. You feel me? I want to sleep good, knowing. You know what I mean? And that's why. You know. But let me just wrap it up, man, with this Bloody July thing, man. The brother who came with that script was a brother who had been down to the 70s. So it's like, even all these different, you know, paperwork, or these dudes who take oaths amongst each other, and then these other dudes who just get the tattoos because they want all the benefits of having somebody have their back or whatever. All of them really come from structure, bro. You know what I mean? And the dudes who were structured help implement those different structures, those different oaths, those different quiapos, so to speak. So by the time J-Nate come into that, man, you know, and Peabody and all these different dudes, you know, they are the structure of blackness, the structure of his, you know, Chicano, all these different things had already been laid. That being said, this is where I'm going with it. Bloody July, in loose terms, is what Black August is to revolutionaries, people conscious of the different liberation fights and winnings and murders and, you know, attacks that took place in Black August, and celebrate the Black August Memorial Band every year. Well, Black Bloody July is specifically, precisely that tradition, but for the Bloods. But certain different things was implemented, certain structures, but that's what it is, paying homage to your ancestors, your fallen soldiers, lacing those who was coming up behind you, and you know, remembering those. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
check me out. So I was one of them 18, 19-year-olds that was in the pen, level 4 yard, fasting for Bloody July, and didn't fully know what I was doing. I was just doing it because the older homies like said this is what it is. So Dynamite, can you expound on what he said about Bloody July?
I don't know. Let me.
That's a nutshell, but that's a nutshell.
I always see Bloody July like this, right? Nothing continues to be or continue to be practiced the same way for a long time, right? So what my comrade is saying, he's saying that he, you know, those are the technical things about Bloody July, right? Those would be, you know what I'm saying, things that he said would be like the pillars of Bloody July. Any homies watching this that are in prison right now, I want you guys to understand that Bloody July is going to be what you make it, right? And what you should make it is something that nobody can dispute, right? I told some cats after this last Bloody July, I said, look here, man. I want to tell you niggas I've been to a better one. I want to tell you niggas I've been locked up for a long time, nigga, and all that. I want to tell you niggas I've been to a better Bloody July, but I hadn't been, right? Because we got all these young cats, man, really handling their business, participating. I'm talking about motherfuckers that you ain't never seen do a motherfucking push-up. Is busy.
Right.
31 days straight, right? Just like with Black August. So, you know, yes, you do, you know, make sure all the pillars of Bloody July are present, but it's gonna be different for every group of people.
Right.
So get the pillars together. Get the pillars together, and then what do you call it? You call it what do you call it? Me thinking on your feet when you're moving, a soldier. What do you call it?
Staying loose.
Improvise, right? Improvise, young bloods, right? So, yeah. I don't know if I answered.
And that's what happened with it too. If you really look at it, because like I say, I like to call myself a custodian of certain things. You know what I mean? A warrior scholar or whatever. But at the same time, yes, I am. Thank you for that, bro. But at the same time, it's about the call of duty. So it reached a certain point of time after the first Bloody Julys where I would be on the yard and bring it up and nobody knew what it was. And that's what happened at that time when we had that first one with you, with Chief and Dynamite, because a couple years that went by, there was no Bloody July in Folsom. So I can't say I did it myself because I never did nothing by myself. I didn't do the Black Mossy by myself. I'm not going to do Zimbabwe by myself. But I was one of the, you know, I was part of the arrowhead, you know, the spearhead of that. And what inspired me,
the tip of the spear. Motherfuckers used to get mad at me when look, some of the some of, you know what I'm saying, some of my brothers, you know, they my folks, but they from other tribes, right? They used to get mad when I used to tell them Don Moose is the tip of the spear, right? They used to be like, what that mean? I said, if every blood around here peel, I bet you every single one of these niggas got something about Africa tattooed on them. Right? Something, right? Why in the fuck would they have that? Right? Because
that's who we are.
That's something,
ingrained.
I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to the choir, so I'm not.
On that note, I'm gonna say this, man. Some of this stuff you can laugh at it and make it light and say, okay, it ain't all that serious. Some of this stuff, it is that serious. Huey P. Newton, when they chop back and forth like this, all they said was blood, like the Crips say cuz. If you listen to a Crip, they say cuz at the beginning, the middle, and the end of every sentence. Well, Huey P. Newton them said blood like that, bro. Even Don Moves don't say blood like that. So we've been bloods, bro. We've been communicating like this, and we knew where the soul was. And when Granny them went out in church, they talked about the blood of Jesus. So what I'm trying to say, we made it something different. We was, you know, like you say, improvised with it. But it ain't nothing new. We've been here, man, and we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay doing this, man.
Dynamite. I got lunch at I got free lunch at the Women's Civic Center.
Oh, one love, y'all. My comrade.
Happy Bloody July.
For sure. One blood. One blood.
One blood.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. And tell the police you don't know what happened. I love that.
Hey, Dynamite. Hey, Dynamite. Yeah. This your first official holiday.
Official what?
Holiday. Home.
I know. And when I did, I went over to the house. They've been in my family for damn near 100 years, and went over there and, you know, did some work with my brother-in-law Victor. Shout out to Victor Que Paso Familia. But so, you know, we went over there, did some little work, and I, you know, smashed back out here, man. You know, make sure I spend this first one with my woman.
Hey, have you hit that 2-month mark?
Who?
Have you hit the 2-month mark yet?
I'm scratching at 3. I'm scratching at 3.
Hey, look, man, I know the joy of when I got my driver's license.
I just got my ID.
You already showed it.
It took me, Dirty, it took me damn near 50 years to get an ID. Nigga, I was, Dirty, you know what I realized though? And I'm not, you know, I'm not necessarily trying to toot my own horn, right? But you know what I realized? I was a motherfucking real outlaw.
You know why? Because the outlaw gonna do what he gotta do.
Yeah, and whatever he wants to do.
Hey, Dynamite, they actually didn't let me bail out, and I became an outlaw, and I ran across the country like an outlaw would.
You right.
Yeah, but they also fucking, when they get caught, they fucking take it on the chin.
I mean, then you're no longer an outlaw. You're an inmate.
Hey, look, you're an in-law.
Yeah, but you're an in-law. Yeah, you're an in-law. You're an outlaw. You're an in-law. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, for real.
But
hell yeah.
Hey,
I mean, it was the fucking 90s. I'm just gonna assume. How old are you, Dynamite?
I'm 49.
Yeah, so you got me by. I'll be 45 this year. So.
Okay, so you're right.
Yep. I was born in 77.
1973, man, best year ever.
What?
because 70s
because he was
babies.
born. No.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, but like 70s babies, we still telling the police we don't know what happened.
Hey, I'm sitting there like, did Martin Luther King get killed that year or something?
No.
What's the best song dropped that year?
Okay, I'm cheating right now because my woman heard that and she's looking it up, so I'm cheating. Go ahead.
I don't even know the best song dropped in 77.
Hey, Dynamite.
Hey.
When I started this platform, one of the things I immediately realized is that it's kept me free.
Oh,
because I was I'm so committed to it.
Hey, Dirk.
Hold on, that song came out that year?
We're so vain.
Yeah, I remember that jam. This song is about
that was number one.
Let's see who sang that song.
Damn, that came out in 73.
The day of my birthday.
Damn,
that was the number one song the day I was born.
I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know nothing about that song till Janet Jackson did that, and I went back. I'm like, yeah, that was a good song.
Carly Simon. That's the Beach Boys' daughter?
Okay.
I think that's the Beach Boys' daughter.
I think it is too.
Yeah, Carly Simon.
That's the old nigga stuff. I don't know that.
Okay.
Man, you act like you ain't fucking in your 40s. When were you born? 79 or something, or 78?
No, I'm taking advantage of being younger than y'all.
Yeah, but not by much.
I mean, how much younger though, Dirk?
Hey, I guarantee you might be younger, but I'll fucking run circles around you at everything.
Hey, you know what? That's what Dynamite told me. But then he said, "No, I'm gonna let you burpee the young bull." And the young bull, and he the one that that fucked my back up for life.
Well,
I had like
he's nicer than I am.
I had degenerative back disease from that day forward.
And he's your homeboy. He's nicer to you than I am.
No, he's from Oak Park. They know how to pump people up.
Health is well.
Oh, that's why he said I'm from the P. I'm not from Sac.
No, I'm from Sac. I'm from
Hey,
Sac.
hey, Dynamite.
I'm from
Hey,
SA.
look, I told one.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. You said not the 916. You said I'm from the P.
Hey, look. Oak Park niggas is good at pumping a nigga up.
I don't know.
They will pump a nigga up. Hey, that story about the skinheads.
Hey, shout out to fucking Gangster Dre. You know.
He's from Lama Verde.
What's that?
He's from Lama Verde.
Okay.
Well, I know that to me he's that's the first Sacramento fucking rapper I ever fucking heard.
Gangster Dre?
Gangster Dre, yeah.
Yeah, I got some little cousins by Gangster Dre. He got kids by my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, he's the one that put Sac out there before anybody. To me, I don't know. I'm sure there was other ones doing it, but that's the first one I heard. That really came with some slaps, you know.
One bunny has a money.
Shout out B. Perkins. That was the first time I heard of Gangsta Dre.
Okay, all right, big. At the same time, though, we gotta send a shout out to Hell Gang, Mozzie, One Up Top, Aki, 7 Stocky, and the Choppy, nigga. Motor One Body, ass body. I'm just saying. That's right.
Hey, Dynamite.
Now that's changing the game. That's changing the game. Check this out, Dirk. That nigga Mozzie, I got up on Mozzie. I'm glad I waited to get up on Mozzie, right? Because by the time I got up on him, like say for instance, the young homies, they'd be up in the area, like, you know, busting his little shit, but they making him kind of sound boozy though, right? So I'm like, I'm not finna be listening to that.
You talking about when we had the boombox bringing them to the yard?
No, I'm talking about when niggas was beating on tables, niggas beating on their chest and saying Mozzie shit, right?
Yeah. Like you, hey, damn near like it was a religion.
Listen to me though.
You fail the test if you don't know Mozzie songs. You fail the test.
Right, but they was making it sound boozy though, right? So I really wasn't fucking with Mozzie like that. Bruh, you know, I'm slapping. I'm up in there with 2 Super 2s and the Super 3. I'm in there slapping, right? I fucked around and threw in One Up Top. And then I'm like, okay, nigga, if you don't do nothing else, when the movie of a lifetime that had motherfuckers taking they shun to the dashiki shop and dressing up with spears and all kind of shit and going to the movies, Black Panther, right? You have 2 songs on that soundtrack, nigga. A movie that changed like black media, right? When you think of Ice Cube, a lot of us think about Only Boys in the Hood and the soundtrack.
MCA,
right?
MCA.
MCA didn't sound, but I'm saying that soundtrack she got started with Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
that's when it got started in modern time.
I want to say New Jack City.
No, no.
Press Proven.
Yeah, New Jack City.
It's
actually,
the same year. It's the same year, bro. 91
probably is the same year.
91 is Boys in the Hood, right? But so I'm saying, you know, at some point, if you hating on Mozzie, you just hating on him just to be hating on him, because his lyrics is impeccable, right? If you're a real motherfucker from the street, I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you're a real motherfucker on the
I like
street,
his freestyles when he was going head up with Lavish D all the time when they were fucking going at it. Those are those are hard as hell. Those are hard as hell.
If you a real motherfucker, motherfucker, and you've been in the trenches, he know how to like dig in your chest a little bit.
Yeah,
and I love that shit, man.
Yeah,
I love that shit, man.
Yeah, that's
that little nigga had me emotional as a motherfucker, man. A couple times in the penitentiary. Swear to God, right? My little nephew Don Trey. My little nephew Don Trey used to put him and Sally Shell. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's when I started fucking with my nephew Don Trey. Yeah. But yeah, them that shit, man. That's changing the game, bro. And look here. Let me say this. Mozzie is living every rapper's dream right now. He just is, and he's from our soil. And he's from our soil.
Didn't he just sign with fucking
you know what? Hey, Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say when I came home in 2013, I seen the emergence. And everywhere I went outside of California, because you know I was traveling like a motherfucker. And everywhere I went outside of California, when I said I was from Sacramento, that's the closest thing that they knew. And if they didn't, I was telling them about them.
I can dig it. I mean, look, hey, Dirt, you're a person, you know, you're a rapper, you know, you play with words. You're an intellect. You play with words. I'm an intellect. I play with words. I'm a poet. I play with words, right? You know, you got to respect people's wordplay, man, at some point.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say, the wordplay.
You got to respect that. I mean, at some point, you got to be like, okay, if I'm talking about rap, it's cool, because I remember back in the days, you know, in the beginning, as far as, you know, not any homegrown shit, gangster rap meant be listening to some Crips.
I remember being in Old Port.
They were Sac, Brother Lynch and all that.
That's from. So we was gonna have to listen to Crips, wherever they was from, Sac, wherever the fuck they was from, right?
Yeah.
So, but unless these niggas is talking some gangster shit and we can relate to this shit, so we finna slap this shit and you know what I'm saying? Every couple songs, you know, we might get cussed or loped or whatever the fuck, but keep on slapping this shit, right? Yeah. So, and some you gotta be like, okay, whatever niggas, you know, this shit that niggas saying, because I hear a lot of people say this. Well, you know, he need to, you know, he just need a different style. Okay, nigga, if it ain't broke, nigga, don't fix it, nigga. They love this gangster shit. They love this piece shit, nigga. What the fuck? What the fuck you look like changing that shit? They're drinking this shit like water, right? So,
Dynamite, you gotta remember this.
We're drinking it like water.
Hey, Dynamite. I respect you. I respect you for bigging up Oak Park, because at the same time, it's still like I said, we characters, and everybody that was older when we was around, we all got pieces of all of them in us, and a lot of them characters that I took a liking to, because they was original niggas, is from Oak Park. They is.
Do you know
what
they always said? Well,
huh?
you know what that nigga Dirt said? You know what that nigga Walt said to me, Dirt? That nigga, me, Walt, we was bigging, right? First time I seen he dropped a little lug up on Facebook about, niggas not pulling up, whatever. I felt like my OG was talking about me, so I hurried up and rushed to the feed, nigga. And that nigga just happened to be there with other niggas I loved as well, right? I was talking to Walt, and Walt said, yeah, I'll be bumping these niggas shit. Yeah, because, they making shit, nigga, they making songs about niggas like me, nigga. Hey, look, a nigga I love, OG Walt, right? Walt said, yeah,
hey, but he ain't probably lying though, right? You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, we're drinking water
34 years.
Hey, Dynamite.
Okay. Yeah.
Dynamite, Dynamite, watch this. That's one of the G's niggas from the P, right?
Come on, man. Funk Lords, nigga.
Do you know that I have a picture of my grandma and his mom? It's a black and white picture when he was Squeak. He know my whole family way before I was born.
Right. And that nigga Walt, man, Walt did that. Right? He did that. I'm talking about did that. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, whenever I felt like the OG might be dropping a little lug on me, right? I hurried up and smashed it. And he happened to be right there. I was like, okay, this all works out.
Hey, Dynamite, you got you some fireworks?
No, I did fireworks with my folks night before last. We had a little get down on a Saturday night. And I did some little fireworks, jumped through some shit, held some shit in my hand.
I'll be cool. They get you with them fucking fireworks, man. They won't send you to fucking wood structures no more and shit. If you get that violation.
Yeah. But I was surprised to still see flowers. They still had some flowers.
They ain't the same. They is not the same. No, them motherfuckers burn for about 5 seconds.
Hey, my boy got the real shit, the cake and the mortars and all that shit.
Right.
I need to go pick them up.
My sister has shut my nephews down this year. They had mortars and all kind of shit because they starting to bang homeowners. If you firing shit off from they banging homeowners. You start firing shit off from your house and all that, they come just get the person that own the house.
Yeah.
Damn.
And me, I sit in the backyard. I got some fucking 9mm mortars. 9mm mortars.
9mm mortars.
Yeah. Dirt would have been mad at me the other night.
What?
What you thinking?
I fucking let her rip right here, fucking on live and shit.
You was on live with Dynamite?
No, hell no, not on your live, just on Instagram.
Oh man, hey man, shit.
With the homies.
Your security,
live.
Your
Not
security
live.
is what it means to you.
Well, it wasn't live like this live. It was like Instagram chat.
I mean, shit, don't matter. Your security is what it means to you.
My security is what it means to me, and it means a lot. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Hey, I need to put security on myself and go get something to eat, because if I don't, I'm finna fall out. I just smoked so many fucking blunts this live. Like,
man, I've been smoking. I know you didn't even send me a fucking link or nothing when you went live.
Man, I don't remember sending me a link. Damn it! Like that was so long ago. That was 3 hours ago.
So I tried to call Jaw and shit. He didn't answer. He tried doing something for the
He
fourth
got a
or
new
whatever.
number.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Text it to me, yeah. Or call him first, or whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, fucking, he'll tell you to give it to me.
Yep.
So,
I got you.
yeah, I want to
All right,
call
man,
him.
I'm outta here.
I'm supposed to call him actually. What are you gonna do tonight?
Same thing I do every 4th of July.
Yeah, are you gonna go live later?
About to take over the world.
You got out on the 4th of July. You lucky son of a gun. Fucking who does that? Who gets out on a holiday?
Man, I should have bought a scratcher too.
Fuck, man. So if you go live later, I'm gonna tell you my independence, okay? Later on.
So this was going on later. Drina's going live, and I'm sending everybody to her channel, and she's gonna stream. She gonna stream the fireworks and the live session, all the shit.
Right. So then, if you want to hear my independence, I got you later on that live. Because I got some shit that'll probably trip you out a little bit.
Shit, Dynamite is a good listener.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'll be there later. Shit.
No, I'm saying.
No, Charlie, homie, I'm
I
done.
gotta end it live.
Charlie, well, you just said you gotta go eat.
I'm starving.
All right. I'm gonna holler at you, Dirt.
Yes, sir. All right, hey, Dynamite. Hey, have a good one, man. Have a good one,
too, bro.
And make sure you enjoy that motherfucker. Enjoy that motherfucker.
I am, homie.
Hey, be safe, homeboy. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
You too, bro.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. That means you can do anything you want, almost.
All right, Dynamite, I'm about to grub. Gone.